You guys are welcome to join in whenever you want to.
I gave the link to the dudes that were in that other chat. Dano said he doesn't have the guts to go live, though. If you're saying anything, all I'm getting is like...
Alright guys, you aren't going to believe this. This chat's been live for a minute and a half, and I already have somebody on Google Plus telling me that they are not going to watch it. That's awesome. That makes me feel great.
That they're what?
Oh hey, the website's here.
Yeah. I gave the link to the people in the other chat. I don't know if they're not going or what.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I'm going to restart. I don't think my thing's working here. Is this working now? I guess everybody left.
Uh-oh. What
Oh,
happened?
no, he left. I don't know.
What happened to Jacob?
I don't know, but I thought I heard a lot of noise, but then I restarted and didn't hear the noise, so I don't know if he's having a bad connection or if I'm having a bad connection.
No, I think it's him. We're still live, so he's got a chance to come back.
Did everybody just... Oh, okay, there we go.
There he is. All right, I'm still looking for that range. I don't know who that posted.
Where was the range that you're looking for?
I don't know.
Somewhere out there.
Should have wrote it down.
I'd like to see us get somehow another additional range, not necessarily to replace the one we have, just so there's more options out here. They're very limited. There's probably like 3 or 4 places, well, probably 3 to shoot clays of one form of whether it's trap or skeet, but to just be able to get open range, it's limited, to put it mildly.
How
There's
hard would it
literally
be to make like a giant pontoon raft, like deck thing that would just go out and float on the water, and then just leave it out far enough that you could do whatever you wanted out there?
Well, the first part I would have to do would be to go past the 3-mile limit or whatever it is.
Okay.
And then after that, I believe rules change enough where as long as you were far enough out, I believe you can do things, so to speak.
Well, I mean, even if you just made it like a not a illegal range or some kind of rogue range, but just a place to go shoot. Just that since there's not enough real estate, put it out on the water. Then you could throw all your lead in the water and shells and stuff.
Yeah, that part would go over poorly, of course, but especially with the Surfrider Foundation and the Sierra Club and all those other people that are out here that love to get up in arms about stuff.
I don't know.
But
They
I like
kind of
the
have
idea.
to in Hawaii, don't they? It's not a very big place, and with all the people that go there to just basically exploit the resources and then leave
Well,
and
I'm
never
a
give a
firm
shit about
believer
them.
in I'm a firm believer in resource management out here, and like the original Hawaiians or whatever, they were very on top of being in sync with nature and the bounty and the seasons, and like that's why you don't take this during this part of the year and you don't take that during that part of the year, and that was like the kapu system, KAPU, and it's basically forbidden, and it was only allowable either at certain times of year or like the elite, which were the royalty at the time. And whereas you go to today, and it's unfortunate, and not blaming Hawaiians, it's just some local people in general, they're out there whacking the reef for female lobsters out of season, abusing the amount of catch limit. Um, it really sucks when you see a local leave their bag of trash at the beach when they leave, and and it's baby diapers and this and that, and it's sad. It's like when the Native American uh, "Don't Litter" campaign from back in the '70s or whatever, and he's got the tear going down. It's like I feel like that a lot of the time out here, and it's sad. Because they should be more about taking care of what little land there is and resources that there are out here. And some of them just, or a good portion actually, just don't straight up give a shit. And that's the hard part. But yeah, an abandoned aircraft carrier or something would be great for a private range out there. That would be awesome.
Need a room for like a little restaurant.
Restaurant, bar,
to get on
helicopter pad, exactly. I just have to win the lottery several times, and I think I could make it happen. Quick, nobody say anything.
I'm doing like 3 other things. So.
Been arguing with people on Facebook.
Get him, Huck. Get him.
I got in an argument on one of Yankees pages today and got like 23 people send me friend requests from it. No such thing as bad publicity. It was just some kid trying to explain why his Mosin was a sniper rifle. Because it was issued to snipers in World War II, that makes it a sniper rifle.
And that was his logic?
Yeah, something like that.
Because the Russians were all about quality, not quantity, right?
Well, and he was even saying, well, it was issued to thousands of soldiers and sniper units. It was issued to millions of people as the battle rifle.
Well, is it the PU or one? Is that the one that was supposedly the sniper variant or whatever?
That's a different gun. I mean, that's not the standard Mosin that this guy has. I mean, that's not the stock Mosin that every teenager gets for $100 and thinks they have thinks they're Vasily Saisev all of a sudden from Enemy at the Gates.
Nice. I knew you were gonna remember his name.
Yeah, I read his book. Actually, I read all the sniper books I've come across.
I saw a black and white picture of the girl, the chick, the woman, and she was a looker back then.
Yeah, she was okay for the 40s.
She'd probably still outshoot me though.
Not if I got a modern sporting rifle.
Right? I hear you there.
Hard to outshoot a Barrett with a Mosin.
Yeah, hide behind that wall if you want. I don't care. Ha! Yeah, right? Any and all. You know what? You could probably hide behind the truck behind the wall and it still wouldn't matter.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm arguing with a guy right now about knives. It's just people buy the stuff like the Mosins, the really inexpensive, common stuff that kind of fits their needs, and they want to defend it like with their dying breath. They want to defend their purchases. They invest so much ego into it that it like they live by it. That's how a lot of Glock people are. A lot of HK people are that way too.
It's really hard, though, to not invest your ego in something you buy.
Well, if you're putting yourself into the decision-making process, you're probably trying to portray the fact that you made the right decision, so to speak.
Well, that's exactly. It's more people want to more prove that they made the right decision than be happy with their decision. Like it's not so much about being happy with their decision; it's about proving that it was the right one. That's the problem I have. I don't care. I don't have any stock in HK or Glock or CRKT or anything. I just happen to know that they're nice, and I mean, there's other things that are nice too. And I'm all about like inexpensive stuff. I mean, I have a Mosin because I don't have any other guns that shoot longer distances that have a big enough bullet to go any further. So that's my long distance rifle at the moment. But I don't justify it. I don't call it a PSG-1. I mean, I don't call it a 700. I don't try
You
to
don't even call it your sniper rifle, right? You don't even call it that.
I do jokingly, like, to be funny, to irritate people. But no, it's for me. It shoots way better than I could ever shoot. So, I mean, that's all you need. Hell, my 22s shoot better than I can shoot.
Well, and a 54R is way cheaper than 30-06 to shoot. That's for sure.
I'll never find it.
And for me, it's more about the large, heavy with lots of charge, large heavy bullet than the actual accuracy or long distance, quote unquote sniping. I'm not trained as a sniper. I'm not trained in heavy concealment and laying and pissing on myself for 3 days straight, and that's just not the kind of fighter I am. So
You have a handmade ghillie suit?
yeah, but it's not like it's not sniper. It's not sniper grade. It's just camouflage for my area.
Nice, I love it, Huck. You're like, no, yeah, I do. What about it?
Yeah, I mean, I also have a 22 Magnum lever action and revolver combat setup with like a full belt and all the pouches and speed loaders and stuff. But I'd never really use it. I'd grab my Glock and my AK first. Like,
yeah, but that'd be fun. That would be fun.
Yeah, it's just fucking sweet. It's something cool to build. My Mosin, I built a big old like shoulder bandolier with all kinds of different pouches and speedster stripper clips on it and stuff. So it's just more like building the kits for fun than anything.
Man, next time you guys get together with Zog and stuff like that, and you're able to go out to that one of that spots where you guys were doing your drills, kind of a thing, I'd love to see you just roll through that whole setup with like speed loader, throw a few rounds, empty the lever
Yes.
gun, quick reload.
300 rounds. You're gonna send me 300 rounds at 1022? I'll be happy to do it.
No, I definitely hear what you're saying there. But I mean, that would be awesome to see that video for sure.
Yeah, that's the problem is that I never have the extra ammo to actually run through the whole kit. My AK, I do it every time I go shooting, but for the smaller shit, I never keep that much ammo around. I keep whatever's in the kit, and then if I shoot it all, I have to go rebuy it. And once I do it, I never go and rebuy it.
And you said that's all Magnum as well, right? So that's not even cheap like 22 long rifle or anything.
Yeah, it's 90% of it's gold dots. The rest of it is critical defense.
High roller.
Well, no, it's just because it's it's a kit that I built. I wanted to get some nice stuff for it.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
And I just traded a guy for this really weird stuff in an orange box. I don't even know what name it is. I don't think they make it anymore. Weird little box of old random 22 mags.
Caliber? Oh, 22. Let's see it.
It's 22 mag. It's in the house, but it's a little orange box, and I can probably find it.
That's right. I'm just trying to think of what has an orange box.
Now you've got me wondering. I'm gonna go look.
Who can find it faster on Google than Huck can go get it?
I'm looking right now, trying to do an image search. Not helping at all. I didn't ask Google the right question. I see Maxi Mags, but I don't. He would have known that.
They're not orange, though.
But I thought he was saying it was in an orange box.
Yeah, Maxi Mags aren't orange. They're like black.
I found a couple of pictures of some old Maximag boxes that are kind of orange.
Oh, that's probably what it is then.
It's HSM.
Oh, that's not that old, is it?
Does it have a guy on the front shooting at like a bird?
Who would shoot at a bird?
Oh, hold on, I'm gonna pull one up right now. Yeah, here you go. Yes, it's got like a guy. It looks like he's holding a Red Ryder BB gun. There should be a bunch of boxes in that search.
Oh,
I've shot a lot of that in 22-250.
It's really nice quality. It seems really clean and looks like dyno points or something. So far, my 22 mags haven't been all that picky. The rifle doesn't seem to like critical defense. I think that's because it's for the short barrels.
Well, my main question is, are they powder coated?
Is there a reason for that? I'm curious. I keep wanting to ask, keep forgetting to ask. Is there a reason that you'd powder coat bullets?
He does it to be a cheap form of jacketing, so he doesn't get a lot of lead fouling.
So keep your gun cleaner? Or your barrel
Yes. Yeah, I think that's the point.
Seems like it would rub off on stuff.
Yeah.
like damage the inside of your feed ramp and so on. What I know about powder coating.
Well, it seems like they've done their research and a lot of people do it, so. Who
Well, at
knows?
least several that we know.
Yeah. Still waiting for the purple powder coat. Good guy can send me some dummy rounds, purple.
Any particular reason for purple?
No. Or rainbow. It might take a while.
I would seriously buy like a box of 50 or a box of 100 powder coated like a bright orange. I think that'd be great.
Tie-dye. Get some hippie bullets flying.
What if you package it like a box of Crayolas?
Nice. Yeah, like some 5.56.
Man, the heck with Crayolas. I'd send them to you in a resealed Skittles box bag. Don't taste the rainbow, shoot the rainbow.
Experience the rainbow, motherfucker. Ooh, what you got there, Huck?
This is Yankees. It's a red, orange Jasper
That's pretty sweet.
with a silver YM in it.
That's way too nice for him.
That's what I was going to say.
What's Jasper?
The other side's the Mickey Mouse he sent me.
With the finger? Nice.
That's hilarious. I love that.
Not pretty nice. Can't really see the color right now because it's dry and hasn't been polished, but some really nice looking stone.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, Huck.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
it's
know,
Mickey
Yankees
Mouse
do
giving me
kind
the
of an
bird.
orange thing. So,
It doesn't matter what color that comes out as. That's gonna be awesome.
thank you. Coming out pretty sweet. The little thing I'm doing for my girlfriend. Mercury foot, Mercury sandal.
Nice.
She's a runner, so track coach. That's all the cool stuff. Oh man. Here's what one looks like when it's not ground down.
Wow. That's like a monster.
It's a rough texture.
Yeah.
Very, very grippy.
What's this shit called? Jasper?
This is Dinosaur Bone and Turquoise. This is the Jasper.
What is that? It's not bone, right?
No, it's like a can't even think of the word for it right now. It's just a really hard, almost like a quartz, but it's multicolored and it's really deep, opaque. The colors are really opaque. They're very rarely clear. I've got a bunch of different colors, greens and stuff like that.
DB, it's an aggregate of microquartz.
There you go.
Oh,
Nice. Who's quick on the Google now?
there you go. I can't
I'm trying to
Google
think of
and
the word.
look at this phone at the same time.
It's a quartz, kind of, but it's much nicer than quartz, much more valuable.
Or
Can't
Chalcedony? And I'm sure I didn't say that right either, right?
Chalcedony.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really see this one. It's all covered in shit right now. New Eagle design.
Have you seen green jasper anywhere ever?
Yeah, I
In
have
your
have a load of it right now. I'll grab a piece.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
You on the phone, DB? You can't see the side chat.
No, I never.
Alright. I added you
Oh, nice.
on IG that interactive range. Did you see that?
Yeah, what the fuck was he shooting at that thing, though?
That's like
Yeah,
some
I didn't-
kryptonite shit right there, Huck.
What he was shooting
It
at?
was live rounds, but I don't know what the thing that he was actually shooting at was.
Wow, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I
Spin
feel like
wheel.
I'm getting weaker all the way over here.
Texas Star.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
A couple of nice little rubies.
Wow.
Flashlight for them, they're a lot prettier. There we go.
Oh, there you go, dude.
Dude,
Nice.
that's crazy looking. That's awesome.
Did you guys solve any problems in the last chat or nothing?
We threw a couple of ideas out there.
Gotcha.
I think we got all the gun owners together on one thing.
Yeah, and agreed. Everyone agreed on the same thing.
And was it about training?
Pretty much just decided that 9mm are
It's
better.
the fact that it's all hero worship.
Is that what we decided?
Still rocking.
I thought that was just the case. I didn't know that that's what we decided. Yeah.
I don't know why you need a short arm brace thing anyway. This is ridiculous.
So this is my first Wicked Edge. I'm pretty impressed.
Oh wow! Did you get the machine or what? You sent it out?
No, the guy that I traded the knife from does it. He has the machine, does it professionally,
Nice.
and it's
What
pretty
does that
fucking wicked.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. Dude.
It's
I sold my
basically
knife with the Wicked.
It's basically just a mirror polished edge. I mean, it's mirror too. Like
Yeah,
very
that's shiny,
good.
shiny.
It's a machine that they have stones on the Wicked Edge.
Yeah, it's basically it clamps your knife into place like this, and then the stones come up and move it, right? Like they move against the knife, set independently.
On a pivot, left
On a
and right.
pivot. Exactly. So they hit the same exact thing every time, and then you just switch stones, and it gets finer and finer until it's mirrored. And it is pretty awesome. I'm impressed.
Oh, oh wow! That's not your knife, huh?
This one? Yeah, this is mine.
Oh, sweet. So oh wow, you're keeping that.
Yeah, I decided to
Is
keep
that
this
the
one.
Ranger one from the super deal?
Yeah, I got this
You
basically
already
for
have
about
I've only heard rumors about this deal. So how much was the deal? 99?
I got this knife for $125
125
in trade.
Nice. I
No,
saw.
but I thought didn't you tell everybody that they were on Amazon or something for a second?
Oh yeah, they're on Amazon
I
right
know
now
I
for
did.
like 160 or so, I think.
No, they're like back up to 224.
Yeah,
Like
they're back up. Yeah.
when I posted that, like right after you saw it or whatever, it was literally that day. It was like 168 for the like the Ranger or whatever it was with the slightly
Carbon.
longer blade. Yeah, and
That's cool.
the next day after I got paid, I went to go look for it and clicked that motherfucker, and it was gone. It was already up to 225 or whatever, 224 the next day.
I
Yeah,
sent my knife to Wicked Edge, and he doesn't charge a lot. I mean, at the time he didn't. His name is Clay, and he's the owner, and he charged like he charged me like $10 or something, $15. He put the sickest edge on my Spyderco. Anyway, I fucking sold it because I hated the fucking something was wrong with that blade. I don't know. What
I thought you were gonna say it was too sharp.
No, the lockup was fucking whack. It was like really just not as good as my other one. I had 2-power military.
I imagine it's a decent resale value though on those Spydercos.
I lost money. I lost the money I gave the guy from Wicked Edge, that's for sure. But that fucking blade is sick, dude. The edge is sick when he puts it on there. But I wanted to get one of those machines, but they're quite expensive. And then I actually sent the knife to another guy who's a YouTuber, Jay Davis. I forgot his YouTube channel is like Jay Davis 662 or something. But he's a huge knife guy on YouTube. He had a lot of subs and a sick collection of folders and stuff. And he sharpened my knife with a freehand on a stone, and it was sick too, man. It was super sick. But it's nothing's fucking with that Wicked Edge, dude. It's just like a scientist.
Yeah, it's someday I'll do it. You'll get one of my edges. I grind them with a diamond grinder underwater, and it's so sharp you can like literally just take your thumb and roll the edge over. It's like it's paper thin. It's thinner than paper, and then I hone them down from that point with a leather and paper and stuff, and get them a little stronger so you can't roll them over. but it's so thin, like you cannot touch it without it breaking the skin.
Yeah, you know, with this knife,
Sounds good,
I've been.
but I only like it if it's sharpened underwater and upside down. But maybe I'd settle.
Well, yeah, I just throw it at the grinder a bunch of times.
I only want someone who's sharpened. I only want my knife sharpened by somebody who's cut someone's hand off, like in combat. So, otherwise,
We're good to go.
it doesn't matter. But
Well, I
no,
assumed that Huck had already been there and done that. Otherwise, yeah, that's just hero worship. Not here to just
Yeah, you can't get the title of knife maker without having taken a hand or a limb off.
you
Is
can't.
this
Yeah, I mean,
Bonnie Tyler's chat?
have you seen the Gail Bradley
What?
spider tail? Oh, hey.
Throwing an egg on you.
Here's something kind of cool. I don't think I've shown anyone yet. I built this for my brother, and he wants to sell it. I made that's a leather sheath, Molly adaptable, lots of rivets and steampunky.
Oh, no doubt.
But it's a hand-forged Japanese bolo machete, and very, very cool, very high quality. I did a micarta handle for it, or a G10 handle for it, with copper pins.
Man, that is a coconut slayer right there, buddy.
It's the thickest machete I've ever seen in my life. Like, this thing is insane. And the tip is all super blunt, so it'd make a really good shovel and stuff. But really, really cool machete. I've never seen one of these before.
And he wants to sell it?
Yeah, I'm going to put it on eBay for, I don't know, $50 or something like that.
What? Man, you better
Really?
get... I hope you get more than that for it.
Nah,
He
it's,
should
it's,
probably sell it to this panel from
it's a machete. It's not, like, well finished. Like, if you look at the
You could do a timeshare.
edges and stuff, it's just it's
Oh.
rough finished.
Buying it for $50, you'll do a mirror finish all down both sides of the blade, right?
Yeah, for
We could
for
all
an
chip
additional
in and like hold it for a
160
month.
But yeah, cool machete. I mean, it's beefy. It's like handling a leaf spring or something. Kind of crazy.
Huck, you ever get your hands on one of those obakes from CRKT or the what's the other one, the Hisatsu?
Yeah, I've had a few of them. I sold the really short one a while back. The little one. It's smaller than the Hitotsu. But yeah, they're really good knives. They're expensive, and they're not really good for anything but fighting or self-defense. But they're really good knives. I've got one of their Tantos right here. It's not one of those, but it's one of their Tantos. Awesome knives.
That is nice. That was the one in your picture earlier, and I said it was gorgeous or beautiful or whatever. That's a nice knife.
Selling this one off, yeah. Pretty much selling them all off this week. Nice wrapping.
You still pretty busy with orders from before Christmas and all that?
I'm clearing them up pretty quick, actually. I've got the one of them, the main one that's holding me up right now is for Pink Panther. It's a big Tanto with 1911 grips instead of regular knife scales.
That
And,
sounds pretty cool.
having some design issues getting the 1911 grips to be universal. I can get them to just fit on that knife, but I want them to be able to put any 1911 grips on it. So I'm that's the only thing that's really holding me up right now. Other than that, it's Yankee and 2 other people, and I'm not taking any more orders. I'm doing everything custom. Everything's going to be maybe a couple custom orders a year, and I'll be doing 90% stuff I want to make.
And just like selling it more like art kind?
Yeah, just, I mean, everything I make sells. All the stuff I build on my own without anyone asking for it sells. So I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm a lot happier doing that.
Right on.
And I'm also making quite a bit on, at least self-supporting, making a little bit of extra on resale knives. So start doing that a lot more.
Like finding a good deal on stuff and then reworking it or something, refurbishing?
Yeah, exactly. Well, even sometimes I don't have to do that. I just got this guy a couple, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago. And these are really in demand. They're awesome little knives. And I can get it, I can sell it for $75, make money on it, and get somebody a good deal. It'll be the cheapest one on eBay.
Now, when are we going to pass some laws already so that this knife loophole will be shut down where you're just privately selling these. You're selling these on the internet, from what I understand.
Yeah, without any kind of background checks or mental competency checks or anything.
How many police officers are involved? How many police officers know about these transactions?
Everyone's registered.
Butter knives aren't illegal, man. He's just gonna butter his toast with that. That's for peanut butter, man.
Talking about a margarine knife? Because I don't think butter knives are legal anymore.
Gotta love the Axis locks.
You can have an oleo knife.
They're quick. They should be illegal. The Axis lock. There's no reason why that should be.
Axis of evil. I rest my
There
case.
you go. Oh, you know what, Huck? I did mean to ask you. I've been thinking about this for a while. How about the chain drive locks? Have you had any experience with those? It's relatively new, right?
Yeah, as far as I know, it's a I don't know what you'd call it. God, I don't want to say gimmick. I don't want to say gimmick. It's just it's a aesthetic
Ploy?
thing. Yeah, toy. It's an aesthetic ploy.
Ploy.
But they're cool. I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah, they definitely look cool. Definitely want to. Like, we can't have out the front knives out here. We can't have like.
Well, isn't that why they were made, those chains, so that they're not really an auto or something, and they're not really an auto assist or something? I thought that's what they were for.
Yep. This is cool. It's an old L6 tool steel, 1980s Gerber Mark 1.
L6.
Yep. They used
That's
to be
a
made
cool
out of L6. Bay Knight. It's one of the best steels out there.
So that'd be like
everyone
a
can
boot.
stand
What's
with-
that one going to go for there?
This one I'll probably get 50 for. I was trying to sell two. I've got the Mark 1 and the Command 1. I was kind of trying to sell them as a set.
The other day I was threatening a prostitute, and the knife I had just wasn't doing it, so...
She wasn't intimidated.
You told her it was L6 or no?
No, it's like, this is D2, bitch, and she's all like, whatever.
That's some GH shit. Who are you fucking kidding or whatever, right? She called you. She called
Yeah,
you out.
I heard hookers are terrified of OS 8. Because they just
That's what I
know
mean.
you're a
Oh,
fucking
my
loser
God.
with this.
I don't know, here's the problem. If they see some OS 8, they ain't even getting in the room with you.
They know you're a loser with that shit.
I like that. That's
That's pretty
nice.
sweet.
Yeah, I can do these for about 35, 40 bucks.
What?
Really.
What are you doing? That's a cold... Oh, so you're customizing... What did
Yeah.
you do? Wrap it?
Yep,
That's
wrapped
fucking
it.
awesome, dude.
Threw a tech lock on it so it doesn't have the shitty little metal belt clip. And
Oh, sweet. So
basically
what's the
just-
whole... For the whole package, how much is that?
this one, because it was the first one, I do
Out the
45
door.
bucks.
Out the door, man. Out the door. We're shipping.
45 bucks.
Have another
Sweet,
drink.
dude.
Nearby.
Nice.
I already got it. Yeah, dude. Come on.
And I've been carrying one of these for like the past year or so. Everyone,
I carry two of them.
people keep buying them off my
One of
hip.
my favorite ones.
Now that's a sandwich knife right there. I like that. You cut a hoagie in half with that motherfucker.
Dude, you can spread so much mayonnaise with that knife. It's
Is that OS 8?
I'm a whip guy. I'm
Might be
sorry.
good.
I mean, I'll eat mayonnaise, but I definitely prefer the whip.
No, the tangy whip, like the tang of Miracle Whip, just isn't the same off of the Tanto blade. Gotta be a drop point.
Oh, you might be onto something. Nice.
Gotta love your cheapos. I was just arguing with people about.
The anti-knifers can rest easy because my knife has a safety on it.
They could come up with like legislation to make sure how sharp it is. Like it can't be that sharp. Like Wicked Edge would be an assault weapon.
You're keeping that one too?
Yeah, until I find something that I want more, or somebody offers me the right price for it.
I wish they did that with like an Axis lock. What do they call that blade?
Man, that'd be cool. I don't know what they call this blade. I've never seen it before. Basically,
It's
they use
just
a
a liner lock though, right?
yeah, just a simple liner lock.
That's just a making use of the CNC, I guess.
Yeah, well, what it really is it's serrations, a grinder for serrations. The
Oh,
wheel
they
on
just kept it going?
and just did the whole blade.
Oh shit,
Or they-
that's awesome.
There's a few people out there that do this, like custom makers and stuff will do it occasionally, but it makes a huge difference when you're cutting heavy materials.
I bet.
It's actually like,
Like a fat prostitute.
yeah.
'Cause it's like a modified Warncliffe or something.
Yeah, basically.
What?
Warncliffe,
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me either.
kind of, but not quite.
I thought a Warncliffe was like a blade
upside
that
down
was
Tonto.
completely straight.
A Warncliffe is like a reverse tip. A Warncliffe is a Benchmade Contigo. Has a Warncliffe blade, if I remember right.
Oh, that shit is a fucking awesome blade.
Yeah, it's another one I'm going to be getting. I'm going to be doing some of these ZTs, and I'll be doing some of the Benchmades. And if I can get the deal I got last time.
What's the deal about you going up to that show after SHOT? That knife show?
I'm not.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm definitely not going out to any shows this year. It'll all be building time this year and research, training. Mostly just getting things set for resale. I still can't keep a stock, so I can't stock anything up for shows.
What about you don't have
I
any
don't mean
bucks?
like selling shit. I'm talking about just going to.
I'd love to. I've been wanting to go out to Blade Show and maybe check out the Camden crew while I'm out there. Visit some of the places. But I don't know. I don't take many vacations, so.
Shush now.
Is that a scorpion grip there, Moon?
What?
Is that a scorpion grip?
This is a ATI AK grip that I dyed and then I stippled. It was FDE. I thought it would be cool to try to stipple it and bring the FDE back out where I stippled it, and it turned out pretty sweet looking. I hate the grip though. I can't use that.
You're definitely an arts and crafty motherfucker. Between that, those mags, all of that
Okay,
stuff.
stop it now.
Yeah, when I have time, I try. I used to be a lot more artsy, fartsy.
Oh, G-Web's, what, the Warrior Dog Foundation that we were talking about last week or whatever? And how the webpage was kind of broke or whatever for ordering. I think they got it fixed.
Oh, okay, cool.
I get back to work. I'll see you guys later.
All right, aloha.
See ya.
I ended up getting one of those, and hopefully it should be coming in the mail. And then the Green Beret Foundation, and ended up getting one of the one that's like their sticker with the beret and the gold on it, and then the Latin one as well. What you up to, Chris?
Oh, not much. Just destroying another set of failures.
Well, what kind of learning curve did we have this time? What happened?
Bullets are too big.
What were they on this time?
Huh?
What were the bullets on? What was the caliber?
My 30-30 again.
Okay.
So I have to destroy them, and then I don't know. I'm trying to get a good, decent 100-yard group. I'm good at 50 yards, but the rounds I've been shooting was only good. It's too wide at 100, so I'm still trying to figure it out, I guess.
What are you shooting at 100?
Huh?
I'm sorry. What are you shooting at 50?
What am I shooting at?
Yeah, like, I mean, what kind of group sizes are you getting at 50?
Oh, one. Very tight groups. But at the 100, I'm going like 4 or 5 inches.
That is weird.
Has wind or anything like that been a factor while you've been out there?
I don't go out there when it's too windy, so not really.
Not really. Okay.
I'll figure it out. I'm just trying to. I don't know if it's because it's lead bullet. I'm shooting lead bullets. I don't know.
You get the same kind of results with factory ammo?
No. Well, I haven't tried the factory ammo at 100 yards yet, so I gotta try that. I thought, hey, I'm good at 50, so all I have to do is just make adjustments, not have groups that are, volleyball sized. What are you guys up to?
Figuring out which knife is best to buy
what?
this month. I need a new knife this month.
Oh, okay.
5 knives aren't enough, obviously.
Well,
how many knives I got? 1, 2, 3.
The thing with me is my knives are sharp and my knives are useful, and that's it. I'm not much of a knife person as long as it works.
3.
Oh, I love
4.
knives.
I only own 4 knives. It's horrible.
I love knives too, but to me they're very utilitarian. I mean, it's there. In fact, I can't find my Kershaw Brawler. It's here somewhere, but most of my knives I use are still good. So I'm gonna have to get another Kershaw here.
Variety. It's all about variety.
It's the spice of life.
Variety. Well, no, you know what? I'm not gonna get into this argument. I'm not gonna get into this argument. So.
It's not an argument. It's a discussion.
Well, no. The thing is, I'm gonna say, you know what? They all cut.
and a gun will all shoot, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
Yeah.
they're all gonna shoot a bullet, dude.
Well, you got your
Dude,
safe
he's exactly
cleans
right.
and your utility.
Yeah, I mean that's why I don't have that many guns. Like that's why I have certain. Well, actually, there's a difference. All knives cut, but they get different guns of different calibers. So.
Yeah, and different blades do different things.
And different blades are different lengths, right?
You can't expect to chop.
Yeah, that's it. See, that's why I'm not gonna get into this argument. That's why I'm not gonna get into this
It's not an
argument.
argument. It's an opinion.
It's not an argument. We're just telling you why you're wrong.
No. I didn't think anybody was telling you you're wrong. It was just like I said. It's just.
Then you
argument.
clearly misunderstood me.
And just remember when
happens to me all
someone
the
tells
time.
you, why do you need, a gun is a gun, and what's the difference between that gun and this gun? They all shoot bullets, right?
In Chris's defense, I'm not like a professional butcher or like a professional chef, so really, all I need is like a pocket knife to cut boxes open with, and then just a generic kitchen knife. But I like the way a lot of knives look, so I can waste a lot of money doing that.
Yeah, looks is something. Plus, if you carry one every day, it gets boring carrying the same fucking one every day.
Oh, you got to be able to change it up.
I don't need multiple carry knives because I get bored. I need multiple carry knives because I lose them.
I've never lost a knife in my life.
Well,
If
do
I
you
was
guys-
losing knives, I would just buy a cheap one.
If you're gonna carry around a nice knife, do you use it to do every gross thing that you use a regular knife for? I usually
haven't-
have knives that I use for gross crap, and then I've got knives that I use for just normal stuff, like cutting an
I
envelope.
use the kitchen knife for the crappy, gross shit, because I throw it in a dishwasher.
I still don't.
You're used
I
to it.
haven't owned a nice knife yet. I haven't owned a knife that's over $50 yet.
Well, this
That's a
Smith
lot.
and Wesson piece of shit was $50. I don't know why I ever bought it, but I don't use it for anything. But most knives I buy, I use until they break. And then I
Yep.
buy a new one.
Right. So hey, that was a good discussion today, G-Webs.
Oh, the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. As everybody else doing it.
I knew that thing was gonna rear its ugly head one of these days.
That's what she said.
Did you see Tim's video on that? The Military Arms channel?
I literally don't watch anybody's videos anymore.
Dude, you really need to watch
You don't have
the
the time.
military arms video.
It was basically the same as the article he wrote. I mean, he just put it in a video form
I didn't see the article.
on the bank switch.
Dude, I don't visit that site anymore because it's updated so rarely.
It makes it easy to keep up with.
Yeah, it's once every 3 months or something.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's all I ever check on it. It's like, oh, hey, it's November.
Well, he'll if he does a new article, he'll post it on Facebook, and that's where I usually catch it.
Well, I also try and avoid Facebook as much as possible, so I guess I'm just making it hard on myself.
I only go to Facebook for family and friends.
Well, I like so many pages that my feed is just filled with guns, knives, and a bunch of other crazy stuff.
Blades, bullets, and bitches, my friend.
Yeah, pretty much. The Kershaw Shuffle, $15. It's a good knife to buy and just beat up. Used for dirty work.
Yeah,
I
Blade
never-
HQ has some awesome switchblades for like, I think $20-$30 maybe. Lightning
that's-
out the fronts, and then they got those Boker Kalashnikovs.
We got all the dumb
Some
laws
bottle
like
opener
that.
on
No
it.
switchblades, no ballast songs, no out the fronts, no double-edged like daggers. We can't have none of that
Oh,
fun.
ballad songs with all the Filipinos in that place. Come on now,
Oh,
that's
I
a
tell you what,
crime.
I tell you what, sir. I guarantee there's a shitload of them out here, but
I know.
nonetheless, they are listed by name as illegal.
Yep, and you know how many? And still, too many Filipinos. You can't keep that away. I don't own one because I'm just too uncoordinated for that. I do have a practice one, but that's about it.
Nice.
Chris, are you saying that if somebody wants to break the law, they're going to break the law and there's nothing we can do about it?
Hell yeah.
That is a profound concept. I've literally never heard that before in my entire life.
Well, right.
Isn't there a
criminals,
law we could write to make people stop breaking the law?
Yeah, it's called the Universal Mind Control Project, where everybody has to be mind controlled and by a central
Well, then we should get
organization.
on that.
Yeah.
That sounds
No
like it
free
would be
will.
really,
Everybody
really
does.
fun.
Everything has to be the same. You know.
Involuntary behavior modification, my friend.
Yep.
See, I like the way that sounds.
Have you
Hey,
guys taken your Soma today?
What?
Sound pretty depressed. Everybody sounds pretty depressed.
Oh, no way. I have no insomnia. Everything is all good.
No, not insomnia. Your Soma.
Soma.
No.
Yeah, Soma.
I
Isn't
thought
that
that
a
was
movie
I
with
got
Martin Luther King
in
Jr.?
trouble
Brave
over.
New World.
Brave New World. Ugh, when I read that book, it's like that is fucked up. That's a fucked up society.
We're pretty close to that.
And then yeah,
Mighty
you're worshiping Henry Ford. I guess they're anti-Semitic too.
Well, they worshipped him because he invented the assembly line, right?
Yep. Yep, they invented the assembly line. Yeah, and they and worshipped him. So I guess they eradicated the Jews too. So our Lord Henry Ford hates Jews, so let's just take care of that too. Why not?
At first, I thought you said Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. Yeah, there is a cult, maybe a cult out there for Harrison Ford. Hey, you never know.
Oh, Garen's Paul Barons. Whether it's Han Solo or Indiana Jones, there's got to be one.
I think the cult of Indiana Jones lost a lot of memberships when Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out.
No doubt about it.
I worship the Harrison Ford that goes to the Amish country. You know,
Witness. No, the Harrison Ford is all what do they call this? They committed sacrilege when they replaced Harrison Ford as Jack Ryan. So it's like damn it. And then what they call this? And they put Ben Affleck and said, "How dare they!"
Yeah, I didn't even bother with that one.
You can't have a prequel movie with a guy who's 20 years older than he is 5 years from that movie chronologically.
It's called movie magic. Make it happen.
No.
So he was definitely better than
I know.
right?
What was that?
He's definitely better than Alec Baldwin, right?
He was nobody even realized it was Jack Ryan until they realized, oh wait, this is a Tom Clancy movie. I forgot.
Yeah.
People didn't realize there was what do you call this?
No, you got
Hunt for Red October was a freaking Tom Clancy until wait, that is Jack Ryan. Wait, what?
No, Harrison Ford made Tom Clancy famous.
Exactly.
It's
Oh,
written
I
in
don't
the
know
book of
about
Ford,
that.
therefore it must be true.
Which one was the best? Clear and Present Danger? Which one was the one with the drug cartels?
Clear and Present Danger.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
like
thought
that.
that was Enemy at the Gates.
No, that wasn't it. It was Clear and
I
Present.
thought it was Air Force One. That was the best one.
No, that was not Tom Clancy.
I'm joking.
I thought that was Soul Plane.
So. Well,
I think a lot of the crowd favorite might be Hunt for Red October.
Definitely. I knew people that went because when it first came out, there was only VHS and it was only available to rent. And if you wanted to buy it, it cost $99 for that VHS cassette. And I knew a few people that went and bought that for
What?
$100. Yeah.
Patriot Games, and what was the other one with the Irish thing? What
Yeah,
one
that
was
is
that?
Patriot Games. That was Patriot Games. That one with the Irish terrorists there was Patriot Games.
Yeah.
Okay, what was the one where it was the South American drug lord guy?
Clear and Present Danger.
Okay, yeah, I like that one a lot. With the baseball bat, he's taking batting practice.
Yep. Yeah, they established the characters that are in the Tom Clancy characters from. They put the character in there from Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, cool. That's Bing Chavez, and I get to play him on Rainbow Six.
What
Yeah,
the
man.
fuck was Rainbow Six, man? There's like
Rainbow Six is a
SEAL
video
Team
game
6
series.
before SEAL Team 6.
It's
No,
a,
but what were they? They were SWAT, right?
They were special forces.
Well, I thought they were SWAT.
No, there was a special forces unit. They just happened to wear black.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they just happened to wear black. I think they
Special Forces or Spec Ops?
Spec Ops, no more like that. Spec Ops.
Were they a fictional group that they made up or no?
Yeah, there was a fictional group. It's one Tom Clancy's.
He made them up.
Yeah, he made them up, just like Ghosts, just like his Ghost series.
Yep.
Man, that
Makes
game
you
was
wonder
sick,
if
dude.
they're-
Ghost Recon
If
or
they're
whatever.
really
Wait,
fake
are
or
you saying
fake
that
real?
Modern Warfare Ghost is a Tom Clancy game?
No,
Ghost Recon.
Ghost Recon.
It was that
Yeah.
game was awesome on Xbox 360.
Yeah,
I
Ghost Recon.
played the crap out of both of them.
I don't know. Maybe these bullets will still work for my Mosin. I'm gonna try that out.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll see. But yep, if you guys weren't here the other day, tomorrow I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna bring my 1911 to Cabela's and see if they do have something comparable to that. Instead of me getting that shooter arms, I'm gonna see if they have a 45 Rock Island there for cheap and see if I can trade that in easy. I got $400 in my pocket, so why not?
Damn, with the trade-in, man, you could almost.
Just go ahead and buy it. Well, no, I want to trade it in because I really got no use for it. But I want to see, and I need the extra money so I can buy the dies and the.
Oh, okay, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
I thought if you're gonna throw the 400 down and use the 9 as the trade-in, I'm like, wow, man, actually you can.
I don't have to.
I was gonna say there'd be a different level you could go to, but if you want to be able to get the dies and all that kind of stuff, that's a little different. That's a little different.
Yeah.
Couldn't you still get $300 like in a private sale or something online or something?
I could, but I want to see what I just want to make it easier for me. Private sale and stuff like that takes a long time. It's not, it's just basically trading in the gun. I mean, that's my main thing, So I just want to get the gun out of the way and put get something else for it.
Like driving it into the dealership, like your car or something, right?
Yep. People back there probably wonder, because I argued heavily against why I got 9mm instead of 45. People are probably gonna think, oh, you're a hypocrite. Why did you get a 45? Well, I didn't know I was gonna be reloading here in a year, so there.
Oh, the ones that want to give you shit are still going to give you shit, no matter whether
Oh,
you did or you didn't. But
Oh yeah.
it's nice to see you come to your senses.
That comes to my senses. It's because getting more resources. That's what
There
it is.
you go. There you go.
It's like, hey, why not? I can make cheap 45 ACP bullets. You know.
Something to be said for that.
And also at the same time, if the grainage is right, I can start later on. I can start reloading for 45 Colt because same bullet size. I just gotta take a see if the weight's right. So what's new this year? What's new this year for you guys?
What's new?
Just trying to stay employed,
Yep,
Trying to
that's
stay-
about
keep my
trying to
job.
stay in a job.
Yeah.
Oh hey, oh yeah, my schedule's changed. I'm back to working. I got Wednesdays off again, Tuesday, Wednesdays off. So I'll be able to do my martial arts class again on a normal basis instead of having to take vacations all the time. So
Good.
that's good. And
Wax on, wax off.
new supervisor, new shift, and everything like that. So I don't know. They haven't, as long as they don't give me the pink slip, I'll be fine.
Yeah, right.
Hey DB, I just saw that video Yankee posted. That's like I now see why he hates you so much.
He's just kidding.
You made it.
You
You
know
made
what's funny?
it.
I think he did that on purpose because those people must watch like 10 seconds of his videos or something.
Oh yeah.
And then they'll come to my channel and be like, "You fucking piece of shit! What did you do to
What?
Yankee? Like,
See, that's the thing. What did you do?
you
to
queer,
Yankees?
you fucking cocksucking queer!"
What?
Like,
They did that?
Are you
yeah, oh
serious?
yeah, dude. I
Come
swear, it was
People
crazy,
did not
dude.
watch the video. People, they only watch the part. They probably exited out, went straight to your channel, and started bitching you. Like, what did you
Yeah.
do? What did you do? Watch the
Yeah,
whole
oh yeah,
video.
yeah. I got like, dude, it was crazy. I got like maybe in the last 24 hours, I got like probably like 60 subs, but about 50 fucking emails or whatever. Like, what did you do to him, you fucking piece of shit? Like, dude, he's got an army. He's got a
That's
small
like,
army, dude.
It was like, what did you do to him, you fucking piece of shit? Apparently, you did not watch the whole fucking video.
I know. I didn't even. I just started banning people or whatever. One dude was like, "Oh, I see you like accurate guns. I have an idea. Why don't you take that gun, rub it full of Vaseline, and shove it up your ass, you
What?
fucking queer piece of shit?" Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm like, "Whoa. How about you calm down? Obviously, if you love Yankee like that, you didn't watch this whole video. I mean, because it wasn't. He showed a gun. Like, maybe they thought I outbid him on Gunbroker or something like that. I don't know.
You know what? He could have done the
the
same.
video he put up today.
Well, today he told them he bought a Wilson Combat 19.
It's a 92.
90. Yeah, the 92G.
Cool.
Tactical
Well, it was
or
the
whatever.
Brigadier something, wasn't it?
It was a Brigadier.
You know,
He thought they were sold out or something. I told him there was only 500 made. They sold them out, and they're waiting on the second 500. And I'm not sure. I think. And then he stayed up all night, and he called them in the morning, just like I said he should do. And he bought it. He put his money down for the second shipment. And he was bitching and saying like, well, oh my God, I'll get in so much trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like if I spend gun money or whatever. And I was like, dude, just tell the person in your life that you fucking have to explain this shit to. Like tell your children, hey, you don't have money to eat this week, but I have a Wilson Combat. And the fucking gun is going to be worth twice as much money in
Dude,
about
that
5
doesn't
years.
get you out of the doghouse. That's the way.
It's a
Yeah.
gorgeous looking
It's a
firearm.
$2,000 gun, dude. Like
It's gorgeous.
if you bought that gun like a regular 92G, first of all you can't because Bill Wilson like spent the last like 2.5 to 3 or 4 years, whatever the fuck it was, he was on Gunbroker He's rich now, by the way, in case you didn't know. The guy from Wilson Combat, Wilson, Mr. Wilson. So he has all the money in the world, and he goes on Gunbroker. He bought every single 92G Brigadier that there was, right? So he's got an extensive collection. And he was spending for a used one, a used beat-up version of it. Like, he would buy it for like $2,000. So basically, him and Beretta like came out this gun, 1,000 of them, only 1,000 of them, for $11.99 or whatever, $1,200, and basically you're getting a deal. You at that price, it's a deal. And when they go away, it'll go back to normal. People will be, buying the used ones for $1,500, $2,000, and then if you bought one and sent it to him to have all that work done, it'd be like fucking $2,000 or whatever. They're fucking sweet, dude. Like I really want one, but I can't justify another 9mm. Like, I am 9mm guy, and I never wanted to be 9mm guy.
Let alone one that costs that much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like that guy. That's the 9mm guy. It's pathetic.
It's a fucking gateway caliber.
It's pathetic. I mean, like, how many decent, reliable 9mm do you need? You don't every gun you own? No, that's too much. You know what I mean? So
You're right. I shouldn't have a reliable gun as every gun I own. I'm glad that you showed me.
no, I mean, all last year, I think, well, not all last year, but most of last year, I didn't own a pistol that wasn't 9mm. Like, that's all I had. I felt, oh, wow, that's so lame. Like, I should have a 45 or a 357 revolver or something.
No, I really don't.
9mm gets boring because I tried to do it where I consolidated everything to 9mm, and I was like, this sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Back to 45 and 9 and 30 special.
I hear you,
think
dude.
you're actually better off having a bunch of different calibers. Because, like, let's say another gun scare comes up, and it's like all the 9 disappears.
That's another thing.
Now you still have a 40 and a 45 and a 38 special and a 380.
Yep.
It's like you can find something to shoot.
Wait a minute. That's only $1,200.
Well,
It
if
is.
you're gonna buy 5 guns, get 5 different calibers.
I say only. I say only. That made me an asshole. I'm sorry.
Well, it depends. I mean, like I said, I can understand how a single caliber guy can be if it's budget minded. Like if people, I was at that phase where, I couldn't afford anything but 9mm. I want to have a variety of guns, but I didn't want to over variety my ammo. So I can have a shitload of ammo for the same type of guns. So I'll just take whatever gun I feel like and still have some ammo. Of course, now that I'm reloading, it's a little different story. I try to widen up a little bit, but not too much.
I've never understood why people are like so into consolidating your ammo. I mean, like, I kind of get it on some level. Like, buying 1,000 rounds of one caliber is cheaper than buying 1,000 rounds in 5 different calibers. Yeah, sure.
Exactly.
But if you're
It
gonna
makes
buy
life
like
simple.
if you're gonna buy like 5,000 rounds, you can buy 1,000 rounds of 5 different calibers, and you'll basically be at the same, like, you'll barely be covering, you'll have like the same profit margin on each of those calibers that you would.
What
if it
do you
was,
mean?
like,
A profit margin is each calibers.
I'm saying, like, you're not gonna be paying very much in just flat profit to the guy you're buying it from. Well, okay, the diminishing returns of like buying 500 cases, like boxes of 200, or boxes of 20, as opposed to one box of 1,000. You're gonna get a better like price per round.
Exactly.
That's like each of those rounds has a very low profit margin. When you buy like 5 large boxes of ammo, you have 5 low profit margins on each of those calibers. So it's like if you're buying them under 3 digits worth of rounds.
Now that it's safely emptied, fun way, I'm MaxU.
What are you watching there? What are you watching?
Masada, shooting that Beretta Brigadier.
So are you trying to tell me that I should get this Beretta instead of the Colt I was going to buy?
Yes.
Oh
it's
man, I
simple.
don't own a
It's
9mm, but I tell you what, I saw a picture that you guys are talking about. I posted it in the side, and that thing's pretty gorgeous. And I don't own a 9 yet, but I would want to own that one.
Well, okay, so then there's other reasons, but what was I gonna say? Oh, way before gunchannels.com and like the YouTube chats and shit that I used to watch, and well, I was still watching G-Webs and shit like that, but you know, you go on these forums and there's a whole bunch of shit talkers on there, and a whole bunch of people who had way more experience in guns than I did, and occasionally you'd see some guy who had, you know, tons of posts and knew what he was talking about. Say, hey, you know what? I'm getting rid of 45. I'm getting rid of 357 SIG. I'm gonna consolidate. It makes life easier. I'm getting older now. I'm doing more training or whatever. You know, I don't need all these fucking calibers. And you know, it's like, okay, well, that you'd read these posts and you'd be like, wow, that kind of makes sense. That makes life so much easier. Like, you don't have to worry about, you know, different, you know, fucking ammo. And if everything is 9 and you say you got a, just say for instance, say you got an M&P full-size 9, you got a Beretta 92 and 9, and you got like a compact and you got a Shield and 9, if all your guns are in, and now even the Ruger LCR, they got a 9mm fucking LCR revolver. So you got all your fucking guns you need for every occasion, and one caliber, and it just makes life easier. Yeah, it just makes life easier. And when you're buying ammo too, like you just buy a whole fucking shit ton of Gold Dot or HST or whatever the fuck for self-defense, and you don't got to worry about it. And then I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. This was like a couple years ago, and I did it. And after like a year, I was like, this is so boring. Like I want a 40. I wanted a 45. Like I want a 357 Magnum. Like this is just boring. Life gets stale like that.
I will say, I've seen a lot of posts where guys are like, man, I'm buying another 45. I consolidated, it's kind of nice, but it's boring, and I need a 45.
I see those posts too. Yep.
You're the one who's making them.
Yes, it's me. It's over and over again. I'm on M4 carbine. Just check me out, DB. But what was I gonna say? The 92 gets a lot of shit talked about it, right? Like, oh, this, that, and the third. But a lot of top guys out there, you know, gun gurus, you want to call them, they'll tell you, like, straight out of the box. Like, even Bill Wilson, the Wilson Combat, like, he's been saying this forever. You cannot buy a more reliable out-of-the-box handgun than a Beretta 92. Like, it's just, you know, in his mind, it's, you know, just rock solid, and it's his favorite gun. Even though he's a 1911 guy, and he's the Wilson Combat 1911 guy. He shot for years, like, competition. He was one of the top guys. And he shot with a 92, I think. So, but even more recently now, some of the top guys out there, like trainers and shit, I know it's hero worship, but they're the gun gurus, are saying, like, Beretta is making some of the best pistols they've made, like, out of the box. If you just go buy a 92 FS right now, they're like some of the best guns you can buy, like, for the money. $500 or whatever, and you get a rock solid gun.
They've had 30 years of R&D with tens of thousands of samples being run harder than you'll ever run them in your life from the military, and they've found every single soft point in the design, and they've had 30 years to fix them. Of course it's going to be the best gun you can buy.
Can you get a 10-rounder for those things? I know you guys probably wouldn't want to.
Oh, I'm sure you could.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because they're an Italian company. I think Mekar consistently is like the best magazine company for these guns. Like, Mekar is the shit. They're both Italian, so I'm thinking just find a Mekar Beretta 92 10-rounder, and you should be fine.
Now, I understand why you asked that question, but it's just sad to hear that question.
Oh, believe me, I agree.
Oh, dude, I might have to move to LA soon, dude. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. You won't even hear from me no more, dude.
Your CCW will be changed to call 911.
Yeah, my CCW we changed to 10 years in jail or something like that.
No, this says no here. Call 911. That's your only defense. We'll be there 15 minutes.
When people ask what your EDC is, you're just gonna tell them what phone you carry.
Oh yeah. You get a Samsung Galaxy, OLED S10 baton flashlight.
My backup
Oh, that
gun
one
is
you like
$1.25, so I can use a payphone.
I'm gonna stay with a flashlight. They can't stop me with that.
California can suck my. Oh man. I don't know. It's just a haven. Now I'm not talking about all of them. I'm talking, like a lot of, the rural areas are like very pro. It's just that, in the center of it all are a bunch of really anti-gun people that just, rules everything, and it's just wrong.
Yeah, it sucks, dude.
And the thing is, a lot of the times it feels like they're anti-gun just for the sake of being anti-gun. It's not even about safety.
Well, yeah, of course they're anti-gun because they're anti-gun.
It's not even about real safety. It's just about it's about I hate guns and I will force everybody else to hate, to submit to my will, kind of.
My friend was telling me he was in D.C., like walking with his dad, like hiking, and they came across this like crazy old woman, and she had like these vicious, like I think they were Rottweilers or something, whatever they were just vicious dogs, and they were off the leash on a hiking trail, and they were walking, and the dogs like ran like 150 yards away from the crazy woman, and were like barking and growling and getting vicious. And as they kept getting closer to this woman on this trail, it kept getting worse and worse. And my friend was like, "Lady, control your dogs. Like the dog's trying to bite my father," or whatever, like screaming at her, like, "Control your dogs, put them on a leash." And she was like just ignoring them. And I said like, "Fuck you," or whatever. And then he was like, "If you don't control these dogs, I'm gonna mace them." And she was like, "Mace is illegal in D.C." Like that's the only thing she said. Like she didn't talk to them the entire time. She was ignoring them the entire time. And her dogs were harassing them and being ultra violent. And as soon as he said something about mace, this ninny just had to open her mouth and be like, "Mace is illegal." She said, "I will call the police. I will call the police on you."
Hey, there's a leash
Your
law.
dogs
There's
are
a
about
leash law, too.
Exactly.
There's a
He
leash law.
said he was very much in danger. Like his dad has never been that scared ever from a dog, and they were really in fear of being hurt bad. And this bitch, fucking she was ignoring them and saying like, "Well, leave me alone" or whatever. And then as soon as he said mace, here comes I'm calling the. She knew mace was illegal, and she knew he shouldn't have had it. And, it's just that mindset of, they're all the fucking same. They got a ton of bumper stickers, dude. You've seen them. They got a ton of fucking bumper stickers, man. And they drive like fucking assholes. And, you know what I'm talking about.
So basically, she has two deadly weapons with her. Those dogs technically can be considered deadly weapons. And she said, "Oh, you can't use anything to defend yourself. It's illegal. I have the advantage now, bitch." Kind of like attitude. Like, fuck you. If I had a baseball, how about a baseball bat? Is that illegal in DC? Or a stick? I'll find a nice stick and beat the shit out of those dogs.
Or
I've
at
seen.
least trying to get him to go fetch it or something.
Yeah, those are the people who voted that shit. Like, if it ever came.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, mace
Yeah,
illegal.
no.
My dangerous, vicious fucking dogs, fine. Cool.
Yeah, the people who you gotta understand, a lot of the times, people who vote for someone to be defenseless has something against on everybody, like other
or they're
dogs,
sick. I know them.
they-
I don't have not people in my family, but like my friend's mother, like these people who are like, "I'd rather be raped and killed than have a firearm in my house." And then they'll say like in the next step, they'll be like, "I don't trust like a firearm around me because I'll fucking kill somebody with it." It's like,
Yeah, that's one of the things I
like,
hate
you're
here
just
the
all
most.
sick.
It's like, you can't own one because that person doesn't feel that they can control themselves with owning one.
That's
and
basic. That's like one of the basics, dude.
terrible.
Yeah, they basically cannot trust themselves with it. That's one of the main fears, I believe, from some of these people. Not most, but some of them are like, "Oh, I can't have a gun around me because I'll fucking shoot somebody with it."
Oh,
And-
whether it's road rage or this or that. I've heard it from a few of my anti-gun friends, and then they're asking me, "Well, why do you have one?" And I'm like, "I have one because I like it."
Because I want to.
Fucking ninnies, dude. I'm telling you, next time you get cut off by somebody who's driving like a fucking asshole, and check out their bumper stickers, because they're probably gonna, their whole back of their fucking car is gonna be like, you know, Obama, Biden, fucking this and that, NPR, bunch of fucking bullshit, you know. It's a bunch of fucking liberal bumper stickers. I've never seen anything like it.
I get not harassed, but I get like, you know, people are rude to me on the road, like big trucks, big, you know, like ones with NRA stickers on them. It's like, because I drive a Honda Insight hybrid, thinking, oh, I bet there's an anti-gun liberal Obama worshipping guy in that car,
That's the thing.
car. Buddy, no. I have enough firepower in the back.
No,
This is
I
why
was
this is
comparing this
camouflage,
because
so-
I live in the South. Like I compare like right-wing kind of guys, like right-wing fanaticals. They'll have bumper stickers, but there's nobody like the liberals with the bumper stickers. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, they go full retard. Their whole back of their car is fucking slathered with them. And on a redneck's truck, you might have a few. You know what I mean? Like a few in the window, a few in the bumper, but like someone's entire back of their Subaru is completely covered. Like those people are the worst fucking drivers, and they're obnoxious. I mean, they're just completely obnoxious. You got to think, what kind of mentality does that? Like, I just
Well,
want another bumper sticker and another one and another one.
there's a non-biased way you can fight that. You can just buy a shitload of gun-oriented stickers and put them all over your vehicle. I think I know a place where you can buy those kind of stickers.
No, because then they're going to make other liberals think that gun owners are terrible drivers, because they're going to be driving around like shit with all these pro-gun stickers all over their cars.
I don't cut nobody off. So if my car had tons of bumper stickers, I still wouldn't cut anybody off.
They wouldn't even know what the stripper clip sticker is about. That's one of the best things about that stripper clip one.
The stripper clip one is really, really smart. I wish I'd thought of it.
What do you call this? I like my camouflage. I like to be thought as a liberal, so nobody tries to break into my car thinking there's a shitload of guns in there when I go to the range. I'm bypassed when it comes to people trying to look into cars. It's like, oh, wow, there's a liberal in there. There's no guns in there.
They'll
Whatever.
probably
They
think
think
you
it's
have
full
like,
of medical marijuana and Obama phones.
oh, I was going to say like Apple products.
Apple. Yeah, I do have one. I have one iPhone. That's
Well, I thought he was like talking Fuji and Granny Smith and shit like that.
No, the trucks that carry around like actual apples have like wooden sides on them.
Ah, that's what it is.
You still out of town, G-Webs? Oh, he's off.
Not only is he out of town, he's away from his out-of-town microphone.
Okay. I did not know. Okay. Jeez.
Hey, I'm the host of this chat. I know everything.
Shit.
I
See,
seen
I
that.
knew you were going to say that.
No, I didn't tell you were wrong. I was just making an observation. Oh, the boss is talking about taxes today.
Oh, yeah?
Get your fucking tax return, man.
Oh, bro, I can hardly freaking wait.
I don't know what you guys are. I don't get shit back, and
I
if
may-
anything, I owe money.
I changed my state withholdings last year, so I may not owe the state as much, but I got 2 raises last year, so I may not get as much returns.
Right, I hear you there. No, I think in this chat we got going on right here, I'm probably the only idiot that claims 0, if I had to imagine.
I claim 1.
Yeah.
I claim 0, but I don't
You
even
can't
think I made
claim
it
yourself
up.
as a dependent, right?
Correct.
You can't. So why would you
can't.
claim 1? So that you owe
Well,
more later on or something? I mean, so
You
you're
claim
giving
0.
them a
so that you-
tax-free, interest-free loan or something?
That's exactly what I'm doing, so that
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have to pay them later.
Gotcha.
Because I've had it in the past with some of my first jobs out here, where the first 2 years of claiming 1, I owed, a couple $100 or whatever, nothing crazy, but that was always coming at the inopportune time when all of a sudden they wanted a couple $100 out of me. So I was talking to the accountant lady at that time, and I'm like, "Well, what the fuck? What do I got to do?" And she was like, "Well, claim zero." I'm like, "Oh, fine, whatever." And I've been claiming zero since then. So yes, like I said, I am the idiot. I am giving them a tax-free loan every year, and I am a schmuck for it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm all my taxes this year. More than likely will end up as house repairs. So that's about it. I already have one. I have one gun planned. Another gun maybe this summer, but this year's not going to be that many guns. It's just I'm more trying to perfect my reloading here. So that's my main thing.
What if I give you a shit ton of 41 special brass? Then you'd be screwed.
41 special?
Is that like 41 Magnum? But
Dude,
it's special.
41 special.
Well,
I mean,
there's
there's
always there's always a special for like every Magnum has a special. Almost.
There's not always a special.
Almost.
But
Almost.
If there was a caliber that didn't have a special, it would be 41 Magnum.
Yeah, it's 41 Magnum is I don't know if there is 41 special. I'm just talking shit.
Maybe like a 327 special. I don't think that.
Because 44 has a special, and 327 Magnum is 38 special.
I mean, like there's a
Well, if I give you
327 Magnum, and I don't think it has a special.
If I gave you a shit ton of 44 special brass,
There
I'm
is
pretty
a 41
sure.
special. There's a 41 special.
A 41? Okay. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
there's-
sure you could get a Charter Arms, like a nice
Bulldog.
Charter Arms Bulldog.
No, I'm gonna end up selling that, just like I end up selling all my 40 Smith & Wesson brass I get. Even though they're worth shit because there's a ton of them out there. It's not a very popular, it's a popular to load, but at the same time, some people avoid reloading it. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, the 327 Federal Magnum has no special load.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Other than
Yeah,
that,
the 41 Magnum and the 327, right? That's what we're kind of talking about. To me, I would just rather have 357 and 44. I mean, I know it's vanilla, but
Why so pedestrian?
man, they put bigger holes.
Honestly, the 41 Magnum was developed as a bridge between the 357 and the 44.
Right. See, I don't have a Sandy Vajayjay, so I don't have to worry about that so much.
But yet, you didn't want a 357, you just wanted you just want a 38 special.
Oh, no. That's where you're wrong. I do want a 357, and I do want a 44 Magnum, for sure.
Well, why don't you just get the sand out of your vagina and get a 460 Magnum?
Well, you know what? That's a good question.
A 460 kicks more than a 500 Magnum.
I've seen that. I've seen those videos. Here's the other thing. I think I'm also frugal in my ammo spending, and I don't know that I could afford to shoot that as much as I would like to. Whereas with the
No. You shoot it as much as you like to. You
Just wanna
wouldn't shoot
say,
it
what
very
kind of-
much, but you'd shoot it as much as you like to.
What kind of wannabe cave door kicker needs a 460 Roland or whatever the fuck?
No.
500 Magnum revolver. Like, do you think you're kicking doors on caves, bear caves, in the winter?
if I had a
have one
500 or
though.
460, I wouldn't have to kick the door in. I could shoot it in, I think.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I have one, and I'm not a door kicker. I'm a wall knockdowner, I guess. And it's really
No,
not
it's
even the
not.
bullet. It's just the gas escaping from the cylinder gap knocks down like walls and shit around.
There's plans, I'd like to get one of them Vepers. I'd like to get M1A SOCOM. I'd like to get that 327 Performance Center that's the 8-shot 357 Magnum. I mean, there's shit on the list. Will I end up with any of it this year? Maybe not. I might end up with just more magazines and ammo.
Those 8-shot 357 snub nose revolvers are the coolest things ever.
Oh, that one was a snub nose. The other one was a 5-inch, the TRR8. I really,
Those are
really,
so cool, too.
I really like the look of that thing.
Dude, I want one of those so bad. It's crazy.
What gun?
It's
Oh.
a TRR8, also known as a Model 327.
Oh, okay.
It's an 8-shot cylinder 357 Magnum.
So it's like
Ooh.
an end frame.
Yeah. The 327 comes from the Performance Center with like a 1/8 inch barrel. So you're getting like 38 special speeds out of it, but you still got 8 of them in a revolver.
Yeah. Yeah, that snubby is pretty brutal looking, I thought.
Especially since it's like scandium and aluminum.
I want scandalous aluminum.
There you go. Living the dream. Living the dream.
Scandalous titanium. Yeah, I don't know. I'm telling you. I've narrowed it down. I'm a 1 caliber guy, dude. 9mm.
What's caliber? Really?
9mm. Then, on occasion, when I want to feel like real, like dangerous, I'll shoot good guys reloads. The 9mm plus P plus P plus P plus P plus P EMC squared equals MC squared. It's like the new shit. So then I'm getting up to like basically 11mm. It's like 11mm velocity.
11.
You guys probably don't know
Yours
about
goes
that.
to 11.
You don't know about exactly. You don't watch Forgotten Weapons, but there was once an 11mm, the Bren 11.
I
It
definitely
was invented by Jeff Cooper's cousin, the
forgot
Bren 11. It's pretty
Well,
sweet.
okay, here's my question. Why do you need an 11mm? Why don't you just make 10mm stronger?
Well,
because
ask
ours
Buffalo
goes
Boy.
to 11.
Yeah, my
Ours
11
goes
is
to
just a little fatter, dude. Just a little bigger. Why do people carry 40 when 9mm is 30? You know, 30 caliber, 40 caliber, 11mm. It's big.
Look at the muzzle blast on that 11mm. No, wait. Don't even look at it.
It's too much for you.
Too much.
Yeah, I want to do that. That would be awesome. You know what? That might be a Kickstarter, man, or one of those twist rate Indiegogo. Like, I want to make 11mm. Like, I want an 11mm cartridge. We're gonna just put it in a modified, Bren 10 or something.
How much money
Or something reliable.
raise to like get a period?
About $10 million. $10 million should be enough. That should be in it. Yeah,
To put it
good
into
deal.
production.
I could hire a couple of employees with that.
Would
shit.
you need 10 or would you need 11mm?
Haha! Okay, you are correct. 11mm would be $11 million goal on Kickstarter. And with that, I'm gonna hire some interns. I'm gonna get one decent employee. A couple cars.
Hey, I know
You don't have to pay
shoot.
interns.
a
college credits.
engineer who's about to graduate from college who could use that job.
That'd be awesome, dude. With that kind of money, I could bring back Detonics or something and make it cool. Detonics, Combat Master. Remember those guns back in the day?
Yep.
The Pocket 9, the Combat Master. That was the shit. Uh-oh, they're on to you.
Uh-oh.
Wah. I wanted a Detonic so bad when I was a kid. It's like those are some of the first gun magazines a friend of mine showed me when I was a kid. I must have been like 5th grade, 6th grade. And it was like on the cover, it was in the middle, it was on the back, it was on the fucking, like every other page, it was a fucking Detonics, you know what I mean? At that time, they must have just basically paid the entire fucking staff of combat handguns and, paid the rent for that magazine or something. Because holy shit, you would have thought that was the be-all, end-all. And then you guys might remember these, the like LAR, the Grizzly, the 45 Grizzly. It was
I've
like
definitely seen videos of the Grizzly. I thought I wanted one of those. Really,
oh, me
really
too. It was like a fucking 1911 with a stupid wide handle. It was a single stack, but it was like a fucking Kunin. Like the
Yeah,
grip on the 1911 was
45 plus
retarded.
speed? What was it? What was the?
It was 45 Wind Grizzly or something. I think it was like 45 Grizzly mag. It was like specifically to kick down doors on bears, dude. You catch two bears doing some crack or something.
There's also like a Kasul, almost.
It was badass, dude. I don't know. Grizzly mag, I think it was. But back in the day, that was it. Like that was on the cover of like every other month. That would be on the cover of a magazine.
You definitely got it right. It's 45 Magnum. That Winchester Magnum 45 Grizzly. Yep.
45
Grizzly,
Magnum?
40.
Really? I thought that was 4054 Kasul is technically 44.
45 Grizzly. Are you sure it wasn't called the Grizzly?
Hold
like
on,
45
no,
Grizzly?
I'll put the link in the side chat.
I'm on my phone. I won't see it. I'm doing dishes like a bitch. Like a bitch.
Because then there was Grizzly Extreme Ammo, which is different. I see that on TN Outdoor 9. But Winchester Magnum 45 Grizzly, LAR Grizzly 45 Winchester Magnum.
Yeah. Well,
With the
dude,
6.5
trust me, when
barrel.
you're 10 years old and you're reading gun magazines, that's the kind of shit that's like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, holy
I'm with you
shit.
on that. I'm definitely with you on that.
Yeah, I
No.
thought that was the baddest ass gun ever.
It's 1,400 feet per second with a 45 ACP bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like a 357 Magnum, only bigger.
Yep.
Yeah, it has like twice
It's
the
almost-
cross-sectional area.
Yeah, twice the size almost. Holy Nikes.
You know, I'm sure the only reason it didn't take off was because
The impracticality of it.
I don't remember how much they cost or whatever, but I think that company went out of business.
Well, think about it. If that sucker jams or, any of the problems that some people feel, so I put that in there, that some people feel that 1911s have inherently, I imagine would be exacerbated by an even more powerful round in it.
Mm-hmm. In a longer fucking round, too. Longer
Okay,
case.
it says here that the LAR Grizzly Win Mag was actually chambered later on in 44 Magnum and 50 Action Express.
Sweet.
Wow.
So yeah, that was a man's gun.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
sir. I already, some of you guys heard of me already talk about the 357 Maximum, right?
I've seen that. Yep.
Yep.
I've seen like online or something. What is that?
It's a taller 357 Magnum.
Well, what shoots it?
some Dan Wesson was made specifically for it.
Ah, shit.
But there's like a handful of guns that are available for it, and again, didn't take off so too big. It's basically just a much taller 357 Magnum. That's it. It was also made by the same guy who invented 357 Magnum.
Is that, oh, not Clap. Come on.
Hold on.
Bill Jordan?
No,
It
Elmer
says here that all revolvers
Elmer Key.
chambered in 357 Maximum have been dropped, but Thompson Center still makes single-shot pistols and rifles.
Cowards. Cowardly cowards. It's a man's gun right there, man. You kick in the door on a fucking wild grizzly bear?
We need another gun caliber that has the word maximum in the Magnum.
That's
Dude,
what they should have called 357 SIG, dude.
Maximum. That's what I'm gonna do.
Huh?
If they would have called 357 SIG like 9mm maximum, I think it would have sold more, been more popular.
Here you go. I got one for you.
Okay.
Oh, you can't see it. Shit, DB.
Step in shit.
Oh yeah, they
No,
made a Ruger Blackhawk for it.
Shit is real. What did Masada Hughes say about that Wilson? Said it was awesome.
I think he had a semi-chub the whole time. Oh, he started the video out by
Whatever it was like 75% bullshit.
He definitely had a joke.
he fucking like shot it. I think he reloaded it, shot it again. He goes, "All right, now it's safe to talk about this gun or whatever. Now that it's properly empty or whatever." And he's got this fucking smile on his face. I can imagine him to be straight laced and everything like that, but I can also see him being quite the character at points too.
What fucked me up was when, at the end of the class, he told everybody this was all a lie, and he's really a school teacher down in Miami. I'm like, what the fuck? And
Nice.
It's too late. It's too late to get my money back. I didn't even take that class. I wouldn't take no class like that. Ridiculous.
I know you don't watch videos, but I did put it in the side chat if you wanted, G-Webs. And I mean, it's about a 9mm though too, so you probably wouldn't want to watch it.
G-Webs is afraid that it would convert him over.
Oh, I don't think he has any fear of that happening, but I don't want to speak for him.
9mm is shit. Everyone knows that.
Well, you know, I pretty much made, you know, I have a standard load for that now, so I don't even have to think twice about it anymore. So that's why I like 9mm. I'm pretty much finished tinkering with it.
You're locked in.
Yeah. Granted, certain powders have, for some reason, give me a bit different accuracy than the other. I was shooting my P95 today with 2 different type of powders, and the one that with bullseye powder was shooting slightly to the right.
I think that if it's good enough for our special forces and door kicker elite, it's good enough for couch sitter.
Well,
Yeah.
the
Couch
FBI
sitting.
Couch
F-
potato.
the
Yeah,
FBI
if you're
is
sitting on your
considering.
couch.
The FBI is reconsidering to go back to it. You know.
They didn't
Oh, yeah, but
reconsider.
only
They
when-
did it already.
Okay.
That was an official statement.
Oh, there you go. See.
Yeah, I read
They-
the whole paper. It was like,
What? They did accept the new Beretta?
who? No. The FBI is going
Oh.
back to 9.
Is going back to that.
Yeah,
I thought
they
I
made
heard
that decision.
That
And
seems
the round
so
that they chose was Spear Gold G2, Generation 2 or whatever. And it's not going to be available for the public
Just
until
law
probably
enforcement.
about a year from now. But there are people who can buy it. Like if you get lucky and find it online, buy it or whatever. But it's kind of like Critical Defense. It has that, like Critical Defense has that red polymer in there.
The little
This has a little piece of like clear Jello shot. Like it looks like a little clear, they call it polymer or something, but it looks like Jello. I saw there's tons of pictures on there online.
well, if it's gold dot, it should be quality. It should be good, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, if I could buy it, I would buy it right now. But they were saying that basically, with this round that they've tested, and all the data that they have with 40 versus 9 and shit, that they're confident that their agents will shoot it better and not suffer that much loss of performance that it would matter at all. Period. Like just go with the 9.
Wow, that's you just kind of wonder who's in there getting to be able to make those decisions like that, and what the fuck were they smoking?
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, if the
Poison.
whole problem,
Probably a European.
well, there you go. Well, if the whole problem that they went to the 10mm that went to the 40 was because of the partially
Miami
to
shootout.
the Miami thing. Granted, the 9mm defensive ammo has come forward since then, for sure. I mean, I'm not going to try
It
and
was
deny
more
any
than
part
a
of it.
quarter of a century ago.
Here's the thing, though. The thing is, they reacted to that. They thought, oh, those guys survived because of the lack of caliber. So they went, every organization or group or persons even would always try to think of a solution. Said that can't happen again. We must switch to this. So they went really far and went to 10mm, then went to 40, and then they realized, and then now they're going back. Because I wouldn't want to say it's overreaction, but they reacted.
Do you
That's why.
think that they would
That's
stress
amazing.
more of the shot placement now than they might have before? Did they say, "Hey, it's T-zone or nothing"? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit more training, different strategy. I mean, it's just just realizing that those two guys were, hard to kill. Let's just admit to that. They use different types of guns on those guys.
That was like almost 30 years ago. No,
Yeah.
what was that? What was that? Like
Or
really 20?
The
No, but-
bureaucracy, and they're cheap, and they're not getting enough people to pass with the 40 because the people don't have the time or the inclination or the money to practice on their own to be adequate with the round that's adequate. So instead, they're going to reverse and go back to a garbage round because it's cheaper and more people will qualify, and they can ignore the
The reality.
bad part of it because they
Is
don't
it
care
more
because they're
people
bureaucrats.
qualifying as
Decisions
good
aren't
guys?
being made by
No,
tactical people
no,
in the
see what-
mayor. It's made by
How is-
bureaucracy.
How is making it to where more people will qualify a bad thing? That means you have better shots out there enforcing the law and hunting down bad guys. Which
No,
means,
this is like Common Core of the ATF or whoever it is, FBI. This is like, oh, these people aren't doing so good, so lower the standard, so they all do better. Now they're all expert shots.
That's how
They
it
can't
is
hit
in
the
the
side of a
Army.
Yeah,
bar.
that's
but they're-
valid.
That's how it is in the
means
Army.
They can have faster, accurate follow-ups.
That's how it is.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't believe that that's what the government thought. They didn't sit there and think logically about what's better follow-ups. They looked at it and said, our people aren't qualifying with this round. Whether or not it's effective, they're not qualifying. If we use a cheaper round, they will qualify, and then we don't have to deal with this anymore. We can go deal about what kind
how
of
about
liquid
this?
paper they're using.
What's the possibility that they made the right decision for the wrong reason?
Well, not as 100%. It's zero because it's 9mm. 0 equals 9mm.
Well, they made the right decision by making their people qualify better and be better shots, but they did
Well, they
it the
could have
wrong
qualified
way.
better with 22, is what I'm saying. And then what are we going to say? Well, let's just
Yeah.
shoot 22 because then they'll all be super expert shots. Now they're super like marksmen.
Well, that would be a bad decision. That would be
Well,
too
wouldn't they
far.
be
As long as they
Better
don't keep.
marksmen if they qualified with the 40, though? Like, wouldn't that make them actually a better shot if they were able to shoot a more powerful
They would
weapon?
be
They
a
wouldn't
better,
have
more
more
effective
talent, but they wouldn't
agent
have
if they
more
were good
rounds
at a
on the
40.
40.
But I'm saying the 40 would require more time and effort and cost to make them adequate on the 40.
Okay, I gotcha.
So instead of making them experts on the 40, which is what they should be doing, or requiring that they are experts on the 40 on their own volition, either way, they're saying no. Let's just change the. If we can't hire people that can run 4 miles, we'll just only ask them to run a mile. That doesn't make them better agents. It just makes them all pass their PT
No,
test
that's
because
not
they just changed
true.
the PT.
No. That's like saying you have to run a mile in a certain amount of time with a 40-pound sack on your back. Then they say, well, a lot of people aren't doing it, so we're just going to make it a 20-pound sack or a 10-pound sack.
Right. Exactly.
And you only got to run a half mile. No, that's exactly what
No.
they're doing.
No. It's not that you have to run a half mile because that would be changing the qualification requirements. As far as I know, they didn't change the qualification requirements. They just changed what caliber you shoot it with.
Right, but
That's-
I'm just
that's
saying,
like
in
saying-
effect, that means that it makes it easier for everybody, and now all of a sudden everybody can fit the gun, and the recoil is manageable, and all that other stuff.
Oh
means that
man,
they can
everybody
now
can
pass.
fit the gun and the recoil is manageable and people are getting higher qualification scores. That is awful.
Yeah, well, we
Sounds
just
accurate.
said. We just said though that they made it easier, so now they get more 100%, and that doesn't mean that their agents are better. It just means that now they can go around hitting anything they want with a little pea shooter instead of a adequate tool.
Oh, dude. I mean, let's. Okay,
We
so
can all
look, that
agree
was
that
30
we'd rather
years
be
ago.
shot with a 9 than a 40 because of 9 is so inadequate.
Well, how about this? Would you
can
rather
all
carry
agree.
a 40 caliber silver tip Winchester from 30 years ago, or a brand new like 9mm plus V Corbon DPX, or a
Wait, just
PDX1, or some sort of new fancy schmancy 9 that's going to expand to fucking 80 caliber, or some old school fucking 40 caliber silver tip? I mean, I'd rather carry the brand new fancy 9, but if it was the brand new fancy 40 and the brand new fancy 9, I still carry 9 because I just shoot it better.
I'm gonna use some Yankee logic on you then. So
Yeah, I don't
how
know.
many other bullets are in that gun with your fancy modern 9?
2. 3 more rounds.
You only
Is it
carry
different?
3 rounds? Or
No,
is
I'm
there
saying like if they're issued a Glock 23, they're gonna get 13 rounds of 40, but they
13
get,
rounds of 40.
or they're gonna get 15 rounds of 9. So it's two
And
extra
what
rounds.
was the one you were comparing it to, though? I thought you were comparing it to a.
No, I was comparing to
.38.
like a Winchester Silvertip 40 caliber
Oh,
in
I'm
an
sorry. I
old
thought you were
school
comparing it to
load.
an old .38. So you're
No,
still
no.
you're comparing it to a 40 and the 9. So the old
Right.
40 held what 15 or 13, and then the new 9 will hold 17. Then
Well, no, okay, I don't know. I think they issue 23s, but okay, so if they issued 22s,
what?
a Glock 22 would be 15 rounds, and a Glock 17 would be 17 rounds. You're still getting 2 extra rounds.
And
no
all I'm
matter what.
saying is you wouldn't need those 2 extra rounds if it was an adequate caliber.
What? Come on, dude. What if
How
it's like
about
you're
you
being
won't
attacked
miss
by a
Mike with
squad
a
of
knife where
ninjas?
you
You're
will with a
FBI,
40.
dude.
If I was to go back and do it now, I'd buy a Glock 40 and then get a conversion 9 barrel.
What? No,
That
you
was-
picked up in the
That
middle.
would
We're
be
talking
stupid because then you have to get
Uh,
some
okay,
extractors,
I would be able to shoot both.
What
lame.
about them actually being able to do the 10 millimeter like they originally thought they were going to be able to do?
That no one could handle it. Like the women in the FBI couldn't handle it. The men couldn't handle it. And then
Well,
they were like,
They can't handle 40. How could they handle 10?
Well,
but I guess that's my
10?
point, is to work it, to put in the effort to be able to do that, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
mhm.
How about
I don't know what
they
the
issue
there's no
everybody
effort to
10 millimeter?
you'd be talking. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, to me, the effort would be you'd have to start making them hit the gym and do fucking kettlebell exercises to handle 10. I mean, there's nothing you can do. It's fucking 10 millimeter. It's
I
hardcore.
like that idea.
I would have no problem with that being a requirement for the FBI to be able to handle 10 millimeter.
But then, even though if you got
How
Super
dare-
Diesel on a kettlebell, you could still put fucking 10 rounds of 9 millimeter in center mass by the time you could put like 3 rounds of 10 millimeter. Like, you're still gonna shoot it faster, shoot it more accurately. So, like, what is the point? I don't like unless you're fighting like jacked up crackheads all the freaking time. You know what I mean? Like your main opposition out there is just it's not something to worry about. I don't know.
Here's
I understand where they're coming from.
Here's a solution. Have every whatever caliber they carry, then put a patrol rifle in their cars. That will solve a lot of problems. Don't worry about what caliber you carry. If you have a patrol rifle, then it won't matter.
How about they just make all of their like agents qualify with a 10, and if they can't qualify with the 10 millimeter, then they go down to a 9 millimeter.
I'd be relatively down with that, because at least they tried.
Yeah, well, you know how the
Like,
thing with the government
if
is
you're- If you're honestly too, like, you don't have the hand strength or the hand size or just something about the 10 millimeter you flat out can't do, then just go down to a 9 millimeter because everybody can handle it. But, like, if you can overpower a 9 millimeter, like, you can hold it steady, you can shoot at 40, you could probably, like, I don't know, you might even be able to shoot at 10 millimeter. You might even probably be able to shoot at 10 millimeter. If you can,
See, I'm a
then
dick.
do
I
it.
think we should require the FBI to do PT. I'm that dick. I think that they should be required to do PT.
I want them to have to go do kettlebell exercises and shit like that.
Or the master grip or whatever, whatever. Whatever it takes.
or a shake weight.
Okay.
I reckon
Okay.
that's them do a shake weight at home by themselves.
The what is it? What I got, the iron rings or whatever for. Anyway.
Does anybody have a picture that they want a sticker of?
Picture that I want to stick.
I want to picture a G-Web shooting a 9 millimeter and enjoying it.
Have a picture that they have a sticker.
Kisan, we're talking about the FBI switching back to 9.
Oh, I was lost. I still am. Did you just get a?
The FBI is a government agency.
Female body inspectors. You've heard of them?
Yeah, I heard that. So, what kind of printer did you get? That the
It's a vinyl cutter. So
Oh,
it can
vinyl
have
cutter?
those little stickers like on the back of the car that says like "This is my family."
oh decal ones?
Yes, I guess you could call it that.
Nice, awesome.
Anybody got a picture they want a sticker of right now?
Ooh,
I gotta look for one.
I would look for one.
It has to be 4 inches or less because I want to stick in an envelope.
What's the minimum amount we have to get?
Right now, I'm trying to test the depth, so I'm just looking for some picture.
All right, I don't know. I guess let's
Is it gonna be that red color?
Right now, yeah, it's color I got in here.
D-Webs,
But I do have pink, so when I'm done with the red, I can make pink for you.
Hey, I'm gonna email you, or I'm gonna message you something on Gun Channel. So I'm gonna send you this little logo I've got.
Okay.
So it's like a sticker machine or something like that, or sticker maker?
There's a decal.
No,
That's
so
vinyl.
on the back of a car, how they have like the family, like the stick
Yep.
figure family, it's
Yep.
that. It's that.
So it's
So
a
it's
vinyl
basically
decal
a
maker.
giant piece of black sticker, and then this thing is just a plotter with a blade on it, and it cuts out the.
Oh, it's like a
shape.
cricket. Okay.
It's like a what?
It's like a cricket.
How detailed will it
I don't know what that is.
can cut?
Cricket
I
is
don't
like is a cutter tool.
No, I was talking about his printer, not the I'm not talking about the Cricut. I'm talking about the printer.
No, he was answering me. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you've seen those things before. It's that accurate, so they could do that gun on your thing easy enough, I would imagine, as long as they didn't make it too small. I don't know. I've only tested 3 times so far, so right now I'm cutting through the paper underneath, so I got to figure out how to adjust the thing still.
You sell those P89s yet?
I don't know. I hope so, because then I can buy some more vinyl.
Nice.
Just the mags alone are.
25. I figured $20 a piece is a deal, and
Yep.
that would be $400 right there, right?
Uh-huh.
Nah, not even any watchers yet. So far, eBay, it's like on Gunbroker stuff will sit there and then maybe sit there twice, and then people go after it. It's like they want to watch it cook or something.
Yep.
Or no, it has 3 watchers, I guess.
Yep. I'm still looking into getting that. The most important thing, I want to trade in my 1911 Draper, so I'm gonna take it to Cabela's tomorrow and see if they have something that I can trade it in for. They usually have good. They usually have something. Rock Island Armory is in 45, so. Or even ATI. I got quiet.
We're all just thinking about that Rock Island guy.
Rock Island
I'm
guy?
just thinking about stuff when you cut out vinyl.
You ever see him on that podcast, the owner of Rock Island?
Oh, Twason? Yeah, I've
Mhm.
seen it.
It's like an hour and a half.
Dude, isn't he in Vegas?
Yes, sir.
Need to figure out how to talk to him. Maybe I'll talk to him in shot, see if I can't get him on something. Yeah, I
He was
talked
like,
to
if you
Pinkies.
bought one of them. Oh, yeah? Is he coming around?
I don't know. I'm going to try to get him on Every Second Matters. So he posted Every Second Matters on Instagram. See that? Somebody
no.
posted their tan patch, and then Pinkus reposted it. So I
Oh,
was like,
nice.
hey, right on, thanks. And then I wrote him an email saying, hey, if you want to be on next month, you can be the guest next month. I have yet to hear back.
Nice. Well, I hope that works out.
Somebody.
Hey, did you see Iraq veteran 8888 with his Every Second Matters patch?
Yep.
No, but everybody told me, so that's cool.
Oh,
too.
Yeah, it was on his open carry
Well, I'll do
revision.
an Every Second Matters picture. It's easy enough.
I didn't watch the open carry video, I don't think, but I saw it. So I saw it somewhere. I don't remember where I saw it though.
There's I saw that on his California, not California, Texas open carry video. He wore the Every Second Matters patch on his cap. Edge was saying, "Thank you for wearing that." Pretty much trying to advertise for, not advertise, but promote Every Second Matters on the comments.
Because he is a real big pusher of it.
Oh yeah.
I also saw Gunstruction on Instagram with his Every Second Matters patch. Kind of
So-
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're not done. Go ahead.
I was
I
going
don't
to
know.
say.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Gunstruction is?
I don't think so. I've heard the name though.
It's like a website where you go on and you like build an
Oh, okay.
AR.
That's a person on YouTube.
No, it's a person on Instagram. But like he has a website. Like
Oh, that might be the one that dude reposted then.
Oh, it might be.
I didn't realize that was the. I mean, I've heard of Gunstruction before. I didn't realize that was. I thought you were talking about like an individual. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Anybody know who Gunstruction is?
Nope.
Figured they were Brownells or something.
Got a link.
Also, it's not a website. It's like an iPhone and Android app. And you get on there and
Oh,
You build guns, yeah.
well,
I
like,
thought it was a website that you build stuff on like that. Like you say, I want an aim point, and I want this barrel, and I want that handguard, right?
yeah, you can. And that's
Isn't that sponsored by AR15.com or something? Or Daniel? It's like one of those gun companies. I don't know if they have a sponsor. I think it was Troy. I thought it was Troy. I know what you're talking. Like you can build any AR you want,
yeah.
and then you can save it, and then you can share it with your friends.
Yeah.
I thought it was. Yeah, AR15 has something to do with that. AR15.com.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Sorry,
But,
I've never actually been to the website before.
You want to get those patches out there. Coleon Noir is doing this big thing on Instagram called Steel Waiting. STEEL waiting, like hashtag Steel Waiting. And he wants people to take a picture of their gun and a watch, like, and just put hashtag Steel Waiting. And it's like, it kind of reminded me when G-Webs did the 24-hour, like, we're going to keep our eyes on this AK chat for 24 hours, make sure it doesn't move.
I remember that chat.
So his whole hashtag is like Steel Waiting, like have a watch and a gun, and then just hashtag it because you're still waiting for this gun to like do something. Well, it's not. It's just sitting there.
Oh, I see. That's funny.
And then, but people are doing it, and he's reposting it, and then if you do that hashtag on Instagram, people will see it. And if you want to, I might do this shit if I can. Just put some patches there. You know, Every Second Matters, gun channels, whatever, with that hashtag. I'm sure thousands of people will see it, or hundreds at least.
Multiple dozens.
Does
Yeah,
he
like-
still do that show on YouTube?
Yeah. Yep. I think this season was a lot better, but it was definitely more like competition stuff, like running and gunning and shit. I kind of like the format this season better than last season. So. It was way better. It was him and some other guy. I think his name was Lasort.
Yeah.
Darren Lasort.
Yeah. And he's
Like gun guy in like Texas or something like that.
yeah, he's a
Yeah,
tactical response alumni.
Unfortunately, we'll never see that girl in a short skirt again.
No, she's there,
Amy
but yeah,
Roberts?
she doesn't wear that shit.
Oh,
She
I
wears
know.
pants.
I know. Sad. Oh well. Let's go watch it.
She's
It's
like
really,
a real commentator.
it's funny that not funny, but they have like a lot of good, they have some guests in there that are shoot either for the first time or they try out certain things. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's funny how Lasort was kicking that guy's ass. Like they were doing one-on-one challenges all year, all season.
Yeah, Colin Noor was boxing. That was like that was awesome.
Did you think that Lasort got like that pole whatever hamstring on purpose just so like he could like shave some
Oh,
time,
no.
like lose some time on purpose, or
I
I
have
don't
no
know. I
idea.
thought that was kind of sketchy.
I didn't see every episode. I saw like maybe half of them. But every episode was pretty similar, so
Yeah, it's just
I
all
like
they
it.
got like they were getting like different like people who like shooting side like there were a couple like NFL players and all that stuff that came out, a couple
Mhm.
boxers, like people who you wouldn't think, I mean, who are probably like are under contract that they can't do this stuff, you know.
It's definitely a better format than him sitting at a table with that chick acting like they're best friends and shit. That was lame.
Yeah.
It was more. It cut it up more. It's not all concentrated into one huge episode. They segmented it, and it's pretty cool.
He's out there in his fucking yoga outfit, you know, in his yoga clothes, and he's fucking shooting and running around like fucking, you know, running and gunning. It's awesome.
Mhm.
You got Nothing Fancy's hating on him. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah, Nothing Fancy did a video the other day. He's like, yeah, all these so-called, you know, gun channel guys out there running and gunning. We've been running and gunning since '09, bitches. You know, '08.
What
Wait, is
the
that
fuck?
Zombie Man?
We've been
Yeah.
running and gunning, man.
Yeah, but
And he's like, and you're black? He was like, and you're black, dude? Come on, man.
seriously, he said that? He
No,
seriously.
he didn't say that. He didn't say
I was like, yeah, that's gonna kill his channel.
that. He's a fucking Mormon. He can't talk shit about anybody. No, but yeah, seriously though, he did do that. He did say like, we've been running and gunning since fucking whatever, and all these
08?
copycats. Yeah, '07 or whatever.
I'm sorry, who are we talking about?
Nothing fancy.
Nothing Fancy was coming out against all the so-called like running and gunning people.
Oh.
Hey, I'm
Well,
looking
that's
at your
how they've been
logo
doing
and
it
I'm
since
thinking
the
that it's. Excuse me. I'm looking at the logo and it looks like it with all the texture in the back. It's gonna make it all look weird. Do you have one that's just the shield with the dude and the lettering?
Maybe. I can recreate that with just the shield and the lettering and the guy. It'll take me a little bit though.
I think it can cut that out easy though. I can make it 4 inches wide and as long as it ends up being proportion.
Does it? Can it be a JPEG file or no?
Well, right now I'm still playing with it, but I think so.
All right, I just sent you one on gun channels. See if that's too big, or if that's not even what you're thinking.
That's what she said.
Yeah, right. Oh, and it's not a picture of a gun, unfortunately.
Well, then you aren't trying hard enough.
It's coming off your computer, so no, I can't get that.
Okay.
G-Web, did you see the other picture I sent you?
Yeah, that would just. I mean, I could fuck with that, but it would take forever.
Okay, that's fine.
I've been talking to you
Like
guys
your
the whole
logo.
time. But my mic
No one
should be-
cares, man. That's the
We
problem.
heard you the whole time.
Can you?
Yeah, the joke's on you, Jack.
Oh, really? Shit.
No.
So like I was thinking G-Webs, like, cause the longest time ever I was looking for like, you know, like those decal, like one side you could put like out, like if you had a business you put like on your door, like your hours of operation or whatever. But I was looking for that so you could like label your magazines instead of you actually like, you know, like markering it or whatever. But it'll fit into like, you know, the Magpul like square like, you know, texturing. I think that'd be cool because I was looking for something like that. So like for all, I was labeling all my magazines, or whatever. It would just like, you know how like they have the traction tape where it's like pre-cut, so it fits into like those Magpul like slots, like the grip slots or whatever.
I don't know if I can cut grip tape, but it would probably go through blades like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, like if you were just to get like a decal, like, you know, like one of the storefront decals where people like put like their hours of whatever operation or whatever, and it'll be like 9 to 5 or whatever. You see on like the glass door when you like go
Yeah,
into
but
like
you're talking about making a number small enough to fit in a thing. I suppose it could do that.
yeah, and like it just pre-fit into that slot. I was thinking about that, like something that'd be cool. I would pay for it. You know what I mean? Well, the magazines I have, save me time.
Anybody plan on getting a gun this year?
I'm done.
Dude, I'm gonna get me an LCRX this year.
Oh, big,
Nice.
the long barrel one or what?
No, not the long barrel one, the snub nose.
Okay.
When that shit gets snagged on your jacket or shirt and falls on the ground, are you
Well,
then
if
going to
it
get
does-
the hammerless one or no?
No, the LCRX. If it does snag on my shirt, I'll just put a hole in my shirt right at that bad guy. Sound good?
Nice. No, I was wondering like if it caught on your shirt and snagged and then like fucked up and fell on the floor, would you just run and buy the one without the hammer afterwards, or?
I would wait for the bad guy to lunge at it and then I'd kick him in the face.
Okay. Good
Might
idea.
as well stop.
Yo, Chicago's gonna have 35 degree below zero.
Oh.
I think it was already like 14 degrees wind chill. Negative 14.
You know, it's probably like the quiet, like the most peaceful time in Chicago right now because it's too cold out there to be slinging rock. You know what I mean?
It's never too cold.
Nah, you can't sling rock like that.
Man, people need that rock so they can stay warm.
I don't know about that.
Man.
It's October, dude.
Wasn't that the Dave Chappelle skit? Baby! What the fuck are you doing
Baby,
out here
come
on the
back.
corner in the middle of the night?
No, it's like a baby. Yeah, he said he was like in the middle of the hood. He saw like a baby on the corner just hanging out.
I call this.
That was funny.
By summer, I'll have a Glock for Glocktober. So
Ooh, nice.
sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
for the purposes of
Welcome to the dark side.
No. I'm buying it for the purpose of testing my bullets.
I know.
Just for
right,
that, we got it.
Primarily.
yeah.
Not because it's the best handgun on the planet or anything. We get it.
I don't give a shit.
understand.
I don't care. I know. I don't care either.
I'm just gonna say my review of it is, hey, yeah, you bastards, I got a Glock. Don't, that's about it. I'm not gonna have a very enthusiastic review of it.
Yeah,
So
you
you should
are.
be like, look, I hate saying this, but this is the best handgun on the planet. Sorry.
And then you're gonna get like a Glock membership, and then you're gonna have a Glock membership, and then you're gonna have a Glock light, and then you get the Glock knife,
I've shot
shovel.
Glocks. I've shot Glocks. I'm not impressed. I'm sorry.
But this isn't your. What do they say? Like this will be your Glock. Your Glock is not the same. Or whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna intentionally limp wrist it, and then limp wrist my other gun, and in compare the two. And if I don't have any problems limp wristing one gun and have problems limp wristing the Glock, what does that fucking say?
So what kind of Glock are
Limp
you
wristing is a
gonna
problem.
get? You're gonna get a Glock 9 then, right? So you can really.
Limper wristing. I
It'll be
think.
9 just for the purpose of because I have a lot of 9mm reloads. Yes.
It's it's almost impossible.
Or I'll get a Glock for a 45 or a 45 once since I'm getting a 1911 anyway. So, and 45. So it's either 45 or 9.
See how he's changed from one Glock to 3 Glocks? Oh, the Glock bud.
No, not gonna happen. So that definitely not gonna happen.
The addiction will, and then when he starts taking them apart, and he's like, "Oh my God, it's so much cheaper to like work on these guns than to send them out to Ruger and send these guns out to get." Oh, it's so much cheaper. Glocks are so much cheaper when you work on them yourself,
and
and
they have such cool customer service.
it's so frugal.
My
When
buddy,
you work on it
he's
yourself,
41. He won $100 just going to Glock shoot. Sure.
you'll never ever need a gunsmith once you become a Glock technician, certified Glock armor.
No.
It's so much cheaper that way,
I'm buying it for testing purposes. That's it.
and it's cheap in the long run.
It's not cheap.
No, it really is
You're
cheap.
gonna
It
randomly
is
show up. One day you're gonna show up to a Glock match with duets, and you're gonna get entered in the raffle, and you're gonna win a Glock, and you're gonna be like, "This is the greatest company alive."
That
No,
is cheap.
I don't care. Hey, if they do that to me, fine. But you know what? I'm treating the Glock as just any other gun. It's only the
Any other gun that's better than the rest.
Notice what he said there? He's like, he was referring to getting a gun for free. He said, if they do that to me.
If they do that, like they
Mad Mike.
victimize him.
Yeah, like I'm the victim. They gave me a damn Glock.
They're gonna, yeah. I like how he went from Glock 9 to Glock 40, Glock 45.
No. Well, no. I'm gonna get a Glock 45. I'm gonna get a Glock 45 just because I'm gonna have a 45 here pretty soon anyway.
Oh yeah. So he already has 2 Glocks on his wish list.
Nope. I have one. I have a 1911 in one, and then maybe a Glock 45. Again, I want to test out my bullets. So it's gonna be primarily for a video. It might even get sold like in a couple of months. So.
Okay, I got first rights on that then.
You got 2 things, brother. Jack and shit.
I'm trying to get that Glock 19 fish
You
good guy.
want,
The guy doesn't want
the Glock that Chris has been shooting all his experimental ammo through?
Oh, for sure.
Well, I was just thinking, what if he likes it? I mean, I know you're not, Chris. I'm just saying, if for some crazy fucking reason you actually liked it and wanted to keep it, what one would that be?
19 or 26.
Okay, so that's 9mm.
I'll probably go for a 19 more, but I gotta see if I can find it in around $450.
I think you could do that.
That's
Yeah.
doable.
Yeah. I'm not trading in my freaking MP9 compact though. If anything, I prefer my compact's my best gun. It's my best gun.
It's gonna be your second best gun in a while.
Nope. My first time I shot a Glock 26. Yeah, you know what? The first time I was a gun owner, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go shoot me some. I went to a gun shop in the range and I rented a Glock 26. It's like, can I please rent the smallest Glock you have? Because I wanted to see if a small Glock would be cool. Lo and behold, and at the time though, my preferred shooting position was cup and saucer because that's how I was in the army. And then damn, that thing was like jamming every left and right.
You need to go back to that.
Yeah, you go back to that. You retry it. What if it's your technique?
No, I mean I've gotten used to the hand over hand method, so I'm used to that now.
Thumb?
Huh? I prefer, well, I clasp my other hand with the other hand, so it's to me it's hand over hand. That's why. So, but yeah, it's when I shot it with the cup and saucer method, I was like, it was jamming like crazy. It's like I thought this because this gun's probably been rented so much, it's probably worn out. But no, or that wasn't cleaned that well. Yeah.
The mags could have been worn, like the mag springs and the recoil spring could have been completely jacked, because you're supposed to change those like every 5,000 rounds, and range guns can get 1,000 rounds a week or some shit.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you shitting me? Are you making stuff up, DB?
What? No, you're supposed to change the recoil spring on a Glock is like every 5,000 rounds. On a 40, it's every 2,000 rounds.
Wow. All right.
They're $5, dude. Stop being so cheap.
Well, no, I just
thought
didn't realize.
the Gen 4 though
I
made
had
it go to
replace
10,000 or something, or 8,000.
I thought it was like 6. I thought it was on
the Gen 4s is double.
Yeah,
It's just double.
Okay.
Those save you money.
Well, I wasn't worried about spending the money. It was just something I didn't even think of.
Well, more importantly, it's a thing that can fail, and it's designed to sacrificial part. It's designed to take the abuse and wear out so that the rest of the gun will last forever. So you want to have, I don't know, 5 or 6 extras laying around.
Alright. Deal.
That's why Glocks are so much
Right on.
cheaper. They're just so cheap. Glocks are cheap,
And you were saying
They're
that's
inexpensive.
recoil spring?
They're quality, but inexpensive at the same time. It's
Oh.
a perfect harmony of price.
Value.
And
A recoil spring on a Glock is like $5. I don't know what. On
Okay.
an M&P, I guarantee it's like $30, $20.
DB, there is one bad thing about having a is that when you rate other products to that level, then everything disappoints you.
Everything
Well,
pales in
they're
comparison.
inferior, but also more expensive because Glocks are cheap. They're so dirt cheap. All their parts are dirt cheap. Their magazines are cheap.
Your
$20 mag.
magazines are pretty reasonable. I'm gonna definitely give it up on that.
So that possible Glock, and I I have enough. I've gathered a good amount of 30-06 brass. I might be getting a 30-06 Savage.
Hey, G-Webs, you ever have the M1 Garand?
What about him?
Have you ever had one of your own?
Not really.
No major interest in it, just not kind of the too heavy for hunting, basically, or.
No, I didn't say that. It's fucking yanking my ass. No.
I'm sorry. My
actually
apologies.
Technically own one myself. I grew up with them, so I've lived with them my whole life, and then I never had thousands of dollars to spend on it.
Okay. Yeah, my apologies. I didn't mean to do that.
Now, if I knew a World War II vet, I'd punch him and take his grand.
Kick over his walker.
Exactly. Kick over his walker and take his grand.
And then while you're at it, take his M1A carbine too.
I don't got time for your stories, old man. Make a video.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm kind of the opposite. I almost always can take time to sit down and listen to a story or two.
So I have time.
So since I'm not getting as many guns this year, I'm thinking I may fill out my start filling up my Form 1 for that PAP.
Really?
Nice.
Little
What
SBR.
about giant window decal for the back of your window?
What?
Giant window decal for the back of your window.
The size
Oh
of
yeah.
You don't have to
Yeah.
send it.
On the back of your car, on the back of your little Honda inside, you gotta put down like Coyote Killer.
I just did a hashtag steal waiting. I put a gun channels patch and every second matters patch. Oh, I obscured the fucking patch. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm an idiot.
You always got a preview. Always got a preview.
Well,
But-
anyway, I should do it over again.
Yeah, but yeah,
I'll do a little tiny coyote for you, Chris, and you can put that like underneath your driver's window.
yeah.
You gotta have like a coyote like head, and you gotta have like the X
How
mark
about
on the
I don't
eyeballs.
break? How about this? I don't break for coyotes. How about that?
Nice.
Bro, yeah, your
You're
car should
reveling
have-
in
your
it.
car
I like
gotta be your car should be named the Road Killer.
Yeah, I don't break for coyotes. That's a good bumper sticker.
I saw on national news
You
something
know how
like
how
that.
World War II fighter fighter pilots had like the marks for like each kill they have. Just get like each Cody head for each kill you have.
I'll make a bunch of little tiny Glock silhouettes,
Yeah,
and then
I-
people can have like
I'm
a
gonna-
Glock
I'm gonna
silhouette.
lose my insurance if I do that.
Get all like they always have like the Nazi swastikas for all the.
I have to change my whole bumper. I have to change my bumper so that they don't go into the car.
Get one of the, you gotta get one of those train the cattle guards. Put in your little Honda.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I'm thinking about SBRing my PAP just so I can. I know there's a lot of things I'm gonna lose. Like I can't take it out of state
Dude, and then
anymore.
you're gonna
stuff like
put that thumb hole stock on there?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm gonna shop around for other stocks for it. But something that easily just that can be slipped on underneath the grip.
So how easy would it be, or how hard would it be for you? How it has the underfolder trunnion. How hard would it be for you to put an underfolder for an MPAP or not MPAP, the 92 PAPs?
The thing is, you have to re-engineer the whole. You have to mill the whole freaking receiver for that.
The only thing more difficult would be to make it a solid milled receiver instead.
So what how would you? I was asking G-Webs. How would you? Do you just press out the?
Wait, sorry, on a PAP or on a Draco?
On a PAP, how the
PAP, sorry, no, they already have a underfolder trunnion. All I gotta do is drill the sheet metal and put it together.
So you just gotta cut out the sheet metal. That'll be it.
Doesn't mean anything. Drill a hole in it.
Oh yeah.
All 5 holes, but yeah.
Because they always have those PAP neutered rifles.
You're gonna always hear this around here now.
Nice.
Sounds like you're listening to some rave
Yeah,
music.
robot hand job.
That's almost how my
They
photo
can't complain.
sounds.
They have to do whatever you program them to do.
hashtag vinyl robot net Skynetsky.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Take care.
Well,
See ya.
later.
Aloha.
Without
Sweet
warning.
Glock dreams. Oh shit, he's gone.
I just felt like if I kept saying Glock is cheap, it'll soak in. It'll soak in there. Brainwash.
I like that at least he's considering it, even if it's to discredit it. At least it's entering into the possibilities.
You know what it is? He needs a polygonal barrel. It's the only thing he cares about, and it's half the cost of an HK. So it's literally is the cheapest gun with polygonal. Right? I guess you could buy a car. I guess they're expensive too. The ones with the polygonal rifling are like
I was gonna
$500-600
say
bucks.
those are, but the other ones aren't so bad, right?
Yeah, the CM series are the cheaper versions, but he can't. He wants polygonal, so he'd have to buy a PM9 or a P9.
And that's the one with the all metal frame too, right? The PMs.
No, they're polymer. Well, no, those are Ks. The Ks,
Okay.
the Ks are the steel one.
They look kind of nice. Ain't gonna
No,
lie.
they're cool. Those have polygonal too. Those are super expensive. Those are like $700. So, in a way, Glock is the cheapest thing he can get for a polygonal rifling.
Oh, I just was fiddling with it. So let me try this one, and then I'll look at the one you sent me. I just lined it up with his. I'll see if I can Instagram when it. Well, you can't see shit when it's cutting though.
The anticipation.
The whole time during the AK chat and before that, I was trying to get the damn drivers installed, going like nuts, and then it turned out it was on fucking COM-port 6 instead of USB after like 2 hours.
Oh.
But otherwise, it was flawless. Like, you buy the damn thing, you get it, you open the box, put a couple of screws together, and aside from that one little glitch that was probably more me than it, it's pretty plug and play. It's kind of cool. It's like having a printer.
Like a sticker printer.
Yeah, that was like their theory though behind the whole thing, though, right?
What?
Make it as easy as your inkjet printer or what have you.
Probably. Well, yeah.
How much does that run you?
$70,000. It was pretty expensive, but I'll be able to get like $1.75 a sticker, so
Worth
quantity.
it. Worth
Just
it.
gotta make a few of them.
Just make. You should have got the one that's like a 3D printer, all around one of those, and just make a couple of prosthesis and bam, you're paid for.
Yeah, because I would definitely want a prosthesis that somebody just 3D printed out at the house.
That's the new way.
Yeah, that's the new way to have your fake leg fail. In the middle.
For like kids who grow out of them, you know what I mean? Who have, missing a whatever.
Hey, how about you
images.
and your logical arguments get out of my chat?
There's a guy who's like a prosthesis, and that's the thing he's pushing for 3D printers. And he designed his prosthesis just for, you know what I mean? Like, he gives out CAD files for people who, like, for children, because, kids can grow out of their prosthesis, you know what I mean? So fast. And just like, if you were to buy one, it was like 50 grand. You could just buy a 3D printer for 25,000, buy materials for like $500. You're set.
Oh man, what did I see today? There's something that's supposed to be a new type of printer that's using different materials than the plastic stuff. Where was that?
There are metal 3D printers.
Well,
Like,
it showed like a statue, so I wasn't sure what. Let me see if I can find that.
I know that there was a guy who took a metal 3D printer and he printed an entire 1911 with it.
Shit. I went through and thought I was being clever and like basically took your first picture and fucked with the contrast and stuff and made like the lettering really different contrasting colors and stuff.
Yeah.
And then smeared it around and thought I did a good job of like get rid of the texture or whatever, and then I put it in here, and then the software that comes with it basically just looks at a picture and decides where to put the cuts, and it figured out every single little tiny distress. So it basically looks like a sponge, so it's no good, but it's amazing how much it can try to do or whatever. So I'm gonna look at this second one.
Alright. Hopefully the second one will come out a little better.
I don't have any more patches. The patches I only made to give away, and I gave them all away.
Hey, were you able to get in on that, what was it, Nitin Doraku Ronin patch that was on TWA the other day?
What?
I did, yeah.
You did? Bastard. Did you get the 3-pack set or whatever? Or did you just go for one of the 3 colors?
Oh, I got it way before that, I think. I ended up getting 2 from him, though.
Nice.
If we're talking about the same one, from that Thor EMS guy?
Let's see. I think it was Modern Arms, but, yeah.
No, then I don't buy nothing from Modern Arms. I don't understand those patches.
I saw the one that the red one or whatever.
Oh, that red one is
Yeah,
freaking
that's
sweet.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is the one.
You're talking about like that samurai looking one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the one I was asking.
This is the one, dude.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this one right here, right? That
Yeah.
here?
Yep.
I want that one so bad. But they're all sold out. 3-pack is sold out.
Both, and even if you push the other one, it'll tell you can buy it, and then as soon as you press buy it, it tells you, oh no, sorry, sucker.
Like this one is the smoke. Oh, the copper.
Hey, there you go, Web.
Yes.
Instagram.
Wow, what happened?
I'm just looking at your shooting team sticker or decals or whatever that you're making or made. It says it was 54 minutes ago.
But I didn't realize I didn't have the little fucking thing, so I basically just did nothing. So wasted a bunch of vinyl doing nothing.
Who the heck is 2A.223 RD?
Somebody when they're drunk, I think.
That's DB Cooper, right?
No, Moon thinks it's Grapevine.
Grapevine.
Oh, that would be funny, yeah. Grape Ape.
I always thought it was DB Cooper.
Excuse me, yeah, Grapevine.
No, it's not me, dude. I wouldn't comment. I'm a loser, but I'm not that kind of loser. I was gonna comment
on your own picture.
Like and own shit with a secret account.
You. And then I see the whole.
No, that ain't me, son. But he's got some funny shit to say. Like I only shoot 223.
That was
1 in 9 twist.
How could that not be Marco? And he's like, no, that ain't me.
Well, no, he's joking around, so I don't think it's that. No. 1 in 9. Twist.
I like your picture.
Oh, thanks. I did that while I was talking to you, so there you go. It's like you're part of it. Everyone here. I did it for you, man. I did it for gun channels. I did it for every third matters. You know what I mean? Every first, the second, third.
Dude, you're just out there rapping, man. I appreciate
He's out here, bro. Let's see. I figured, you know what? If I'm going to hashtag something from Coleon Noir, I better put my most expensive piece up there. You know what I mean?
You put up the Hublot?
I put up the HK, which is like my Hublot of handguns. One in 7 twist, baby. I only shoot 1 in 7 twist, man. Sorry. Is anyone going to take any training this year, or are you just going to not do it because it's stupid?
When are you going to get this hero worship out of your head?
Well, I'm taking some.
If
I wanted to jump
training
in
was
this.
relevant, then you would see professional sporting teams practice in their off
I'm going
time.
to tell you right now about, like, I can prove all of this shit wrong. I'll tell you, there's one specific kind of training that has helped you in your life. You know this. Muscle memory was involved, training, and you wouldn't be the person you are today without potty training. Okay?
Whoa.
So, come on, dude. You know there's muscle memory, dude. Because how else would you wipe your ass? You didn't invent that shit. You know what I'm saying?
But any background, anybody? Is last night's chat that I need to go watch? Do
you really think you just figured out how to wipe your own ass? You needed training at some point, you know? No, I'm just fucking out. I don't know.
You assume that I wipe my ass.
Girk and Yankee were like going about.
You didn't learn how to wipe your ass from someone who's never wiped an ass before, did you?
Well, not my. Yeah, I don't know. I was too young.
I think that's a trick question, but I'm gonna go with no.
I don't know. I don't know. My maid taught me. But the whole thing about training was just like...
Well, what if you have somebody else wipe your ass for you? How does that work?
I don't know.
So it was a discussion between Yankee and Girk, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna look for it.
No, I wouldn't call it a discussion.
Okay.
It was like a debate, but worse than that, you know.
Was there yelling and swearing?
No. It was actually one of the most, you know, as a fiery debate can be. It wasn't as bad as like. Right. It wasn't as bad as like if we were there, like screaming and yelling at each other. You know, which it can be like that sometimes. So.
Debate implies that Girk like had a position and was defending it. Like he was just trying to enjoy a chat for an evening. He was accosted.
He was assaulted. I don't know. I mean, Girk. I was proud that he was holding his own.
A defensive.
Which is crazy because they both probably had the same amount of at least Army training. I think they were both Army. I don't know. Maybe Yankee had way more Army training.
What the fuck? All Army people get the same training? All the military looks the same to you, don't they?
No, I mean they were both Army.
It's a militarist statement.
Wait a minute, was that the line out of Stripes?
Oh, it was Big Army.
Where have you been, soldier? Training, sir.
What are you talking about, Willis?
What kind of training? Army training, sir. One of the best scenes in Stripes, man.
Exactly. Yep.
Right, but then right after that comes boom chugga lugga lugga, boom chugga lugga lugga, boom chugga lugga lugga, boom. That's some classic shit.
Oh yeah, I agree. Me agree.
Sorry to go all edge on you right there, though.
I'm good.
With the obscure 80s reference.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy. It's definitely cheaper to just be like, yo, fuck training's bullshit. I don't need any. Just buy another gun.
I'd like to try and find the opportunity.
You don't need it. No one needs it. You know, I guess that's what Yankees' point is that no one needs it. But no one needs a gun.
Well,
according to most of the
he's right though. No one really. Well, maybe not no one. Like the vast majority of private, non-sworn citizens do not need that kind of training. Will they benefit from it? Yes, sure.
Absolutely.
Between
what?
Yes and absolutely. But do any of them need it? Not really.
I would hope that people would want it, but I'm hoping.
I mean, yeah, people should want it because they will always be better off with it than without it. But no one needs it. Like, no one will not survive without it, except for like the 1 in a million guy who happens to be attacked by 7 people. I mean, like you always
Well, that's
said,
funny because
like,
I've only taken 2 classes from Tactic Response, and at no point ever were you ever attacked by more than like 1 person.
Well, yeah, I mean,
So like, I don't know, like the whole
Well,
7-person shit is like, what the fuck are you, I don't get it. It's the
Oh,
same
okay,
shit. It's like
honestly,
door
I've
kicking
never-
stuff.
I've never taken any classes. Not because I don't want to, or because I think it's dumb. It's just because
I doubt if you could find a class where they have 7 people come at you with guns, I would like to see it.
You only took the fight, right?
I took fighting pistol and then the fight.
See,
Right.
I took the 7 fight.
In the gang rape, then 7 people would have come at you at one time.
No, I'm just saying, like they never. It was mostly, for the most part, you versus 1 bad guy in any kind of scenario, and then they would have you look around just in case there might have been a second guy. But I know, like, because a lot of people talk about it, and they'll say like, unless you're gonna get, take on 20 guys or something, like 20 or 10 guys or 7 guys or 7. I don't know. Like, there's no scenario that they're
What's
throwing
that?
at you that are like
The
that.
active shooter class, is that the one that has more than 1 adversary in it?
Okay, that'd be
None
dumb.
of them.
An active
Dude. No, I
shooter
took the
class
one where
would
you take the
get
Glock and
guys.
shoot the paint. You shoot the simunition paint pellets in
The only
shoot no shoot
classes
scenario.
that have to do with what those people think those classes have to do with are the classes in their mind that they think of, because they've never experienced anything, so they can only experience what they think it is.
Yeah, I'm just saying that because if I would have thought.
It take me a moment to digest that.
Let me think. If I thought that the class I was going to was 7 guys trying to attack me and I had like my simunition gun or whatever, I probably wouldn't have taken it. I just would have been like, oh, that's not for me. Like, that's kind of crazy dude stuff. Like, I don't know. I kind of figured it was like, you're lying in bed and you hear someone break in your house. Maybe it's 1 or 2 guys, What do you do? Like, these kind of like, what do you do scenarios for that stuff. But yeah, I think at one point, there was a scenario in that class where they have you in bed, like in a bed, and they shut all the lights out, and you're supposed to be pretending that you're home asleep by yourself, and they make sure they say you're home by yourself in the scenario, and all this, you're lying there for a few minutes or like a minute or 2, and you hear like 2 guys break into your house. Like, they break in and you hear them talk. You can kind of hear them talking like, take the TV. Yo, take the radio. Take the TV. Blah, blah, blah. All right, man. Like, is anyone home? Like, you think anyone's home? And then I'm in the fucking room, like, my heart's pounding. You know what I mean? Like, it's, I know it's a simulation, or it's a, you're not going to really get hurt or anything. But you kind of get like, okay, well, what the hell? Because those paint pellets hurt or whatever. And I'm trying to take it as serious as possible. What would I do? They don't tell you what to do. So I just like hid in the corner, and I got on the phone because they give you a little cell phone, and I dialed 911. I told them my address. I told them what was happening, and to send the police. And I'll hold on the phone. I just waited in my room, and they left. And that was one of the scenarios. And then when I left, one of the instructors was like, "Good job, like good job." And then when you get to sit around with like 10 other people, they all had the same scenario. Some of them decided to go clear their house or whatever, and those people got shot. Sometimes I'm sure, but a lot of times it didn't work out well for them if they left their room and went out there to try to fight them, because you're basically going down a long hallway and then you're going into a living room. You're looking for them in your house. And that was probably the only scenario in that class, which was 2 days, that had like more than 1 bad guy. And I didn't even leave my room, like a pussy. So you guys can laugh at me.
So you're telling me that it's best in life to just sit in a corner and cry?
Exactly. Stay on the phone.
Okay.
Well, no, I had a gun pointed out my door. I was waiting for them to come in there because I figured that's what kind of shit they were about to do to me. I felt like they were going to run in there and start shooting me or fucking slap me around, tell me to get on the ground and do all that type of shit, give me your wallet. And I was just waiting for them to come in there.
And we're like, okay.
Yeah. No, if they would have came in there, that room, I would have let them have it. It was like pitch black, but I could kind of see a little bit of light from the door. And if they would have come in, I would have just started shooting at them.
You should have like
There's
gone
nothing
into
I
the
can
room
do.
where they're taking the TV and like challenged them to an arm wrestling contest to see if they get to stay or not.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that because at that point I already got shot in the forehead through my mask, and it broke my skin, and blood was like pouring down my face like Randy Savage. You know what I mean? I was like Macho Man Randy Savage, and you kind of don't want to get shot with those things. It's a good deterrent.
Well, I mean, not with that attitude, I don't. Jeez.
Nah, but it was cool. But no, I've never seen any, I mean, no matter what it is, it's usually you and there's a target in front of you. And every drill you do, like on the live fire drills, at that place anyway, it's only just one target and it's right in front of you. It's about 20 feet in front of you, you know, if that. Maybe 15, 20 feet. And it's always that one target. You're always going to be pulling out and pointing your gun at that target and shooting. And then maybe they'll have one target out there in the middle in the range, and you'll start from like one side and walk and, you know, run fast or walk. It's mostly walk fast because they don't want you to trip. And then you shoot from cover at one target. Just one target. So I don't know. None of it's like multiple. That would be fucking cool, man. Like, I don't think I would take it. There's just too much. That ammo count would be retarded, man. Can you imagine? There's like 7 targets out there, and you're putting 3 rounds in each target on a drill over and over again.
How many tactical reloads is that?
I don't know.
It depends on if you've got a 9 or a 40.
The worst part about it was when Girk said, like, if someone kicked in my door right now, and then Yankee said, well, if someone kicked in your door right now, you'd be dead. And then
What?
my response, like, if someone kicked in your door right now and started shooting at you, you'd be dead. So just realize that, deal with it, you'd be dead. And he was like, nah, I'd shoot him in his fucking face. You're kidding. Like, dude, you know what I mean? Like, I have a gun right on me or whatever. It's like, and he was like, no, if someone kicked in your door right now, started shooting at you, you'd be dead. And that's it. So just deal with it. And that mentality was like, damn, well, Girk, why don't you sell me your shield, man? You don't need that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. That's like that whole, like, well, I don't know. Like, oh, no, I think his argument actually, to be clear, was you should buy a better door. Like, you should be worried more about what kind of door you got that the guy kicked in your door.
Right. You should not invest your money in training, but in a stronger security door.
Right. But if the guy came in your house, you'd be dead. So, but what if the guy if you bought a better door, and then he bought a better, you know, fucking ramrod, or fucking came through your window instead, or it's always something, right? Then it'll be like, you should have got bars for your window.
What if
I don't know, whatever the fuck it is.
what if he's
It's
a bad
constant.
shot? What if he didn't kill me instantaneously, but maybe I die in the end? But I don't know. I'm seeing problems.
We had
with
like a
this.
fucking trauma emergency room like surgeon at that Moss class.
Yeah.
And he asked them a couple times, I think. Well, he was asking them different questions, but he was like, what's the percentage of people who get shot with a handgun who are able to get to the ER? What's the percentage of the survival rate in your opinion or whatever? And that guy was like, man, it's like high, dude. It's like 90. You know, it's like 80
You
or
said
90.
what, your survival rate is high?
Yeah, like if you get shot with a handgun and you're able to get to the ER, like chances are you're gonna live. Like so it's not like someone's gonna kick in your door and like you're gonna die. Like you might be dying, but you might still be able to fight and take that motherfucker off the planet. I don't know, but like you might get into a gunfight. You both might get shot, and both of you might live. Or both of you might die, but like the whole idea of like, well, if they kick in your door and they're shooting at you, you're dead. Fuck it. You know what I mean? You fucked up. You're dead. That's not necessarily true because if you get shot with a fucking handgun, you might live. He might think you're dead. You might be lying in a pool of blood. But
Maybe just trying to get us in the mindset of we've already died, so then we're not like trying to not lose. We're like fighting to win.
It's good to play dead, though. I've heard that before.
Well, okay, you know how, like, Samurai, one of their things was, like, go into battle accepting that you've already died? Because then it's like, you won't be, like, fighting to not lose. You'll be fighting to win because, like, screw it, whatever. I've already died, and you won't be like worried about taking hits. You'll just be concentrated on hitting the other guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not
it's
afraid
fine.
to die at that point because you've come to terms with it. That's part of their deal with
Yeah,
that shit.
exactly. What if that's what Yankee's trying to do? He's just trying to get us all in that mindset.
That's a good point. I mean, like, they were
Maybe he
talking
had
about this. I think Jaeger was talking about this shit, and this is hero worship with fucking YouTube. I watch YouTube. But, like, he was saying something like samurais, when they fight, like, a lot of times, both of them died, like, almost, every single fucking time or whatever. The rate of them dying when they fought, both of them had a high chance of dying. So, they took it real serious. Like, they knew, like, they're going to die.
Well, they didn't fight just to fight half the time, or at least when it was the time where one of us is going to die or both of us is going to die. They took that shit pretty seriously.
Yeah, so maybe that's what you mean. Like, if someone kicked in your door and started shooting at you, like, you're dead, right? So, like,
it's funny. Each time you
fucking
keep
die,
saying that, dude, I keep looking over at my fucking door.
yeah.
The key is to
I
get a
was kicking
door
in the
that's
door.
strong enough to where when he kicks it, it takes him a couple kicks to get through it, so that on the first kick, something's going up, and then by the third or fourth, when he finally gets through, you can just start unloading lead.
Oh, by the third or fourth time, won't the police be here by that time? Won't they be here saving my ass by that time?
No, I forgot we live in a modern society when police response times are measured in seconds, not minutes or hours. My bad.
Okay. Well,
This
then,
isn't the mid-'80s anymore.
Well, my thing is that, and then he quoted what I think I told him, or he might have read it somewhere else. Like, the first class I took, that fighting pistol class, like, the guy, Tim, was like, hey, man, like, they watched us shoot, like, the first, like, hour or whatever, half hour. And he was like, hey, everyone, come over here. I want to talk to you guys. And he's like, a lot of people, take training, whatever, it's great. But I'm going to tell you, this is great stuff. It's going to give you an advantage. But every day, like, little old grandmothers shoot a fucking rapist in the face with their .38 in their purse with no training. You know what I mean? It just happens. You know what I mean? Like, don't think that doesn't happen. Everyone here could shoot, pretty damn good. We're going to give you some skills that you can take home and practice. That'll give you an edge. And I do believe now here's the thing. Just taking that class didn't give me the edge over anybody. Me taking that class and going home and practicing the shit that they taught you would give you, if you did that on a regular basis, you would definitely have an edge over the average guy, in a gunfight.
would
But
you have the edge?
you don't do it.
4006?
Oh, word, for sure. But
No,
I just,
the Edge
like,
4006
it's hard
is actually
because
a disability.
I don't do the dry practice the way I should. You know what I mean? So that's my fault. But, like, what is it? They say, like, training is just teaching you what to practice. You know what I mean? Like, that's, if you're practicing without any training, you kind of don't.
Oh,
you're just
shit.
making some shit up or whatever.
That's a good one. That's a great way to summarize it. Somebody should throw that at him, at Yankee sometime.
Well, Jaeger said that shit all the time. It was like, basically, or so, it was another trainer who was like, these.
Through his head, he considers, well, you know what he considers training, so that's a good way to summarize it. That it's, I usually try to tell people you're not learning anything except the basics, and then you're practicing the basics a bunch of times. It's just simple manipulations. That's it.
Yeah. And what's fucked up and dangerous now, well, not dangerous, but like with YouTube, you can go on YouTube and kind of learn what to practice. But I think it's better doing it, like having an instructor teach you, and then you do it right there that day.
And no interaction with anything else. So you're just, that's really worse, I think.
What, doing the YouTube thing?
Yeah,
Or
just
the
watching
video?
little pieces and learning, mastering, like, little tiny skill sets, not knowing what they're for or when they're applied.
But that, in conjunction with actual mentor type training, would be good, though. Yes, because you would see what the practical applications were from the actual training portion, and then maybe be able
I
to,
guess it depends
like you
on
said,
what
prioritize what you're seeing on YouTube or what have you.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. I mean, obviously, if it's something dumb, then anybody can mimic it. But I'm just saying, it'd be dangerous to just send somebody out. Just watch a bunch of videos. Because
Oh
then
yeah.
you get into the same thing we're complaining about. People that just assume and then decide on their assumptions and not on anything near reality.
I think that was a Facebook post that I saw either today or yesterday. It was 10 simple steps into becoming a bona fide expert or something like that. And it just is like a meme or whatever, and it just showed this lady, and she's reading a book, and that's what the title of it is. And it just exemplifies how ridiculous it is that people think that that's how you go about becoming an expert or qualified in anything. It's
Now,
ridiculous.
if I would have taken that class, like if you guys, my advice to you guys, if you ever take a fucking class, is to go home and practice what they taught you, if you think it's valid at all or whatever. I mean, that class, they would have given me my money back. Anyone who took that class at the end they offered your money back. It was a money back guarantee. If you didn't like the class, you get your money back. But like I go home, I get busy with work, I'm doing shit, even right now. I could have been fucking dry practicing or whatever. I'm just lazy. And then you wind up being like, shit, I need to take another class. You know what I mean? So like I kind of want to take that class again. That's how bad I fucked up. Because if that week I got home and just started practicing shit all year, 2 or 3 days a week, doing that stuff, maneuvering like that, putting on a sweatshirt and a jacket and concealing your gun the way you usually do, and just practicing doing that a few times, which I do, but not nearly as much as they wanted you to. They want you to do that shit like 10, 20 minutes a day or whatever. And if you do that, damn, you've got your repetitions up, and you're not gonna fumble when you're going for your gun and you got your jacket on and your hooded sweatshirt. And I'm fucking freezing right now. I don't know about you guys, but if you live in a climate where it's like t-shirt and shorts, whatever, it's not gonna be that hard. You fumbling for your shit, getting shit caught on your gun, dude. I mean, getting your gun caught on your jacket, getting caught on your sweatshirt. I mean, that shit is horrible. It's like a nightmare.
It's hard to ankle carry though with surf trunks and flip flops though. Let me tell you, it's noticeable. Leaves a bad tan line too. Okay, so not funny. Got it.
Damn, what are you talking about? No, I didn't even know what you're talking about. I was just saying, like, if I lived in, like, Miami and shit, and it was hot, I'd probably pocket carry, dude. I mean, I'm a lazy bastard. It's hot out there, and pocket carry is easy. No excuse.
What if the only pistol we own is a full size?
Leave it home and just go walk around without it. Like normal, like most people would.
Wear cargo shorts. Cut the hole out in the middle.
Most people. I was telling my friend he's moving to Florida again. Just talking shit. I'm like, dude, you're gonna buy that thing, and you're gonna trust me. You're gonna be like, oh, it's too. You're gonna just not carry it, dude. You might carry it in the beginning.
What did he buy?
He wanted to buy like a full size like Glock fucking 17 or something, and there's no way, dude.
Is he a big dude? Not a big dude? Medium size?
He's not that big. No, he's like 5'9" or whatever. Like 180. He's kind of chubby, but like the thing is that he's a t-shirt and shorts, man. Cargo shorts and t-shirt. That's all he's gonna wear ever. And it's fantasies that they're gonna commit to a gun that heavy. Heavy ass guns.
If he wears a belt every day, he can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's gonna print
at 5'9", that's gonna be tough though. 5'9".
He's gonna print.
Your standard response to anybody should just be, you need to get to 30S and quit fucking around. That should just be
30S. He needs to get to 42.
what?
Here's the deal.
Yeah, I was telling him.
wait, maybe
pocket
you know
carry
what?
the Glock 42.
Maybe
There's
at
only
that
two
size, you might be
guns.
right. You might be right.
There's only two guns a person should look at buying. 2 Glocks anyway. Either a 41 or a 42. If the 42 is too small, get the 41. If the 41 is too big, get the 42. If one's too big and the other's too small, make a decision.
Yeah, 40. Those are some badass guns, dude. For sure. It's definitely some badass guns, but pocket carrying. He swears he can pocket carry a 26 in the cargo shorts he's got.
Yeah, you
I'm like,
can.
wow.
26.
I could never imagine doing that.
Not with a light or a laser on that sucker.
I could never imagine doing that.
It's not easy, but I mean, you can do it, especially with as loose as most cargo shorts are. You could probably get away with it. But then you have this big old gun like slapping against your leg with every step you take. No, I wouldn't like that at all. It'd be terrible. Well, you guys got anything else to talk about tonight?
Actually, I think I'm gonna hit the road.
Yeah, me
I
too.
will catch you guys tomorrow. Aloha. Thank you for the great chats.
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
glad
right.
you guys are leaving because it's almost 3 a.m. here. So.
All right.
Uh,
See you guys.
Oh yeah,
Aloha.
Island. I forgot that like the sun is still setting over your house.
No, it's about 10:42 or whatever. It's time for this one to go to bed.
I should have gone to bed when I said I would host this job. I was like,
Well,
yeah, sure, I'll host it, and then I was like, what have I done?
Yeah, when I get up at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'll be thinking about all you guys.
5 o'clock. I could keep chatting until 5 o'clock, Ryan.
I know, that's a